basically part of their propaganda wing, but unofficially. He was a podcaster who, like, radicalized people into being neo-Nazis. He was a cultural export, I guess. Everything is bad and I'm so tired. I mean, it would be fine if we could just look from the outside and go like, haha, look at that fucking nightmare. But unfortunately, they're really powerful still, so it's like, it will have ramifications. It's really grim. Anyway, let's get into a game, shall we? Let's buy a house. What houses do I have? I have an old marketplace. I have a very merry house. I have summer house with pool or the alligator bar. Well, let's buy very merry house. Sure. Just first one on the list. It's only 200 grand. Let's go. A suburban house with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms that has been put on sale by Happy Family. Waits for another to settle in. The previous owners left it in moderately good condition with only a few minor issues that can be fixed in a heartbeat. A lot of rooms to work with and a garage big enough for 2 cars. A garage. Let's go to house. Let's see what we're dealing with. Ever since the US started with their tariffs and shit, some things have gotten cheaper here because they're not being exported as much. I haven't really noticed anything, to be honest. Like, everything's been exactly the same for me. I don't know how much we trade with... Well, the thing is, we trade a lot with America, but it's stuff I don't buy, like dairy and meat products. So it hasn't affected me at all as a vegan. I can't think of anything that's gone up hugely that I purchase a lot of. Wholesome stream, please save us. Well, the first thing that I see when I see this house is preppers. So we'll see how wholesome it goes. But I'm going to try for wholesome. I can only hope for the downfall of the West. Get rid of this snowman, I don't want him. Let's just clean up the outside first. Clear up some of these bushes. We can put down more as we go. This was, I imagine, released for some sort of Christmas DLC. I hate Christmas. Hate would be strong. I do kind of hate Christmas, actually. At the risk of alienating everyone. I find Christmas quite irritating. Get rid of these sleds. Or sleighs. What's the difference between those? Got a shovel. Ugh. Get rid of that. I would like to see some snow. It hasn't snowed here in a while, and I like snow, at least for the first couple of days. And that's really all I've ever experienced. Whenever it snowed here, it's usually melted and gone after a couple of days. So it's fine. I've come closer to a full emotional breakdown ever since Putin sent drones to Poland. Hanging in for now, prep me, daddy. Oh, that could mean so many different things. I only like the rainy season and Halloween. It's wild to me to think about a country having, like, a season that's rainy instead of just constant. It's raining now. Let me clean up all these trees and these swings. We don't need swings where we're going. There mightn't even be windows. We had to, like, move that. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep some of these trees, but some of the, like, scrappier ones can go like these. There we go. That's... Outside is actually looking pretty okay. The only way Putin would ever dare to actually attack NATO would be with nukes, and at that point it's over anyway. Go watch Threads! The living will envy the dead. That's basically Threads summed up in one line. I think that's everything. I should bring out, like, the cleaner. Anything to clean up out here? The inside's a bit fucking grimy. Oh, you said you left it in moderately good condition! You just fucking came everywhere in the shed. Well, they are, like, weird right-wing preppers, I'm sure. I also don't like Halloween, but that's not necessarily Halloween's fault. Halloween... it just doesn't really exist here. We invented Halloween. I have to say that before any Scottish people arrive. Irish people invented Halloween. Just like we invented whiskey. They're gonna kill me! But Ireland doesn't really celebrate Halloween in its current form. Like, Halloween now is very Americanized. It's like trick-or-treating and all that kind of thing. Ireland doesn't really do any of that, really. Maybe in bigger cities and suburbs and stuff, but like here, nobody gives a fuck. Quote 15, how did you remember this? The Irish have brought a few things to America. Halloween, sort of, milk. I was about to say Americans improved on the jack-o'-lantern, but I think there's something fun about the fucked up turnip head. I'm okay with the big fucked up turnip head. It feels uniquely Irish and I guess Scottish. I'll be nice to them. Like they aren't to us. My ADHD brain remembers song lyrics and Dreya quotes. Oh, that's... well, part of that is nice. I'm deranged. Speaking of song lyrics, I realised as I was walking to work this morning that I was openly humming, without realising it, Lesbian Seagull by Engelbert Humperdinck. I had to stop that real fucking quick, as I was under my breath going, come with me, lesbian seagull. Dreya pilled stream cell. Dreya pilled stream maxer. There we go. Clear up these snowballs. I don't know if I've ever thrown a snowball. I don't think it's ever snowed this hard in Ireland. Like, I've never seen snow this high. The snow is usually, like, maybe a quarter this high, if it ever snows, like, once every 10, 15 years. So I've never... I don't think I've ever seen enough snow to craft a snowball. It might be fun. Oh my god, if it snowed enough for snowballs, Emma would leave me. Emma would be pelted with snowballs every winter. I would throw Emma into snowdrifts. Actually, now I wish there was snow. I was about to say, maybe this high snow would suck. No, now I wish there was snow. I would pick Emma up and drop her into piles of snow. I would throw snow at her. I would rig up some sort of system so that when she opened the door to leave, snow fell on her. Oh, it'd be amazing. I've had snow that high once in my life. Nukes would fuck up your own turf. Chernobyl, or Chernobyl as some British people said, was only a small explosion with a fuck ton of fallout. Completely wasted any of the affected land. I think it's all just posturing for demonization. Yeah! Like, not to be too much of that, like, soy jack who's like, nothing ever happens, but I don't think anyone will ever actually fire the nukes. Dreya only wants Snow to torture his wife. Exactly. Alright, let's repair the deck out here before we go in. Because, you know, we'll make it nice. There we go. This is so Americana, by the way. This very particular thing of, like, this porch. Is this a porch? I'm not 100% sure what a porch is. I think this is a porch. This whole thing. I would throw her into a ditch. I would hit her with a snowplow. I'd roll a giant Indiana Jones snowball into her side of the house. I mean, is this not normal? Like, if you have someone you dearly love, do you not want to, like, I don't know, throw harmless stuff at them? Or, you know, push them into, like, big piles of snow or sand or something? Is this not a universal thing? I do like a porch. Fuck nothing ever happened, soy jack. Where's my I love nuclear bomb, soy jack? In a way, it depresses me that I know what a soy jack is. If I had someone I loved, can't relate. Maybe I should learn to stop worrying and love the bomb. That's another movie I could recommend. That movie rocks. Do I want to throw them in a ditch? I have come so close and stopped myself just about from, like, pushing Emma into, like, rivers or off piers. Like, you know, when the tide is high and the water's right there, then I remember that she can't really swim that well, and I'm like, I should refrain myself, because I'd have to rescue her, and that would be annoying. But I've pushed her off boardwalks into piles of sand, and I've thrown seaweed at her. Stuff like that. So, you know, I've done beach versions of this. No, Emma. If Emma could swim, like, well and was confident in swimming, she'd be going in canals a lot. Never get Tourette's. You do act like a child, to be fair. It's fun. I love it. I also recall, oh well, everyone here has lost a loved one at sea. Well, if you grow up in a seaside town, it's just around. There's occasional signs outside buildings here of, like, went and went out fishing and never came back in the great storm of 1802 and stuff. Learning a lot about the relationship dynamic. I mean, I don't know if this says anything, like, bad about me, but there have been times where, I haven't done it in ages, but I've, like, hidden under a bush or something outside in my garden, and then when Emma, you know, I'll hear Emma calling me from inside and just kind of giggle under the bush, and then when she comes out, kind of jump out at her and go, eh. I mean, that's just fun. That's wholesome fun. You're lucky Emma loves you. Right, let's clean up this. My god, that's a lot of cum. This is more cum than a human being should be able to produce. Fuck me. Emma's clearly experiencing Stockholm Syndrome. I mean, the thing is, I have stopped doing a lot of that because even I realise, you know, I'm punching a little bit there. If you don't know what that phrase means, Emma's quite out of my league, so I should probably, like, do my best to keep her around, basically. Come as you are. Ugh. Is there any parody bands that exclusively do semen-based parodies of grunge groups? Because Pearl Jam alone could get you there, like an album's worth. One day you'll have a heart attack in the garden and Emma will call you thinking you're baiting her out again and just leave you there. It's like how Stalin died. I think that's basically how Stalin died, isn't it? If you find any, you know what will happen. Oh, this is disgusting. Ugh. And we're just going to clean up first and then we can sell off everything and redo this place, because, ugh, it's horrible. Sell this, sell this. I hate this carpet. I've ordered a carpet from my room, which I never thought I would do. Just because the chair that I'm sitting on right now is scuffing up the hardwood floors in my office quite a bit, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of a lot of things in my office. I blame this game, actually. This game has rekindled my desire to live somewhere that isn't disgusting, and so I have basically ripped out half of my office at this point, and I'm redecorating over the next couple of weeks as things kind of trickle in from packages. And it's nice. I feel a little bit better already. I mean, all of this is going. About half of it's already gone. I've been getting untold ads for an Elvis Nirvana band on tour this winter. Ugh. I mean, I like some Elvis songs, and I like Nirvana a decent amount. The problem is that I don't fundamentally understand why anybody would see, like, tribute acts. Especially combo tribute acts like that. Is this window broken? What the fuck happened here? Did raccoons live here? I thought there were stains. Like, oh yeah, these were real greasy, these things we hung up. Sell all of the Christmas shit. I hate the Christmas shit. I don't like doing Christmas decorations in general. I'm selling this couch too, fuck it. This is a prepper house. We'll figure out what that means in a second. House flipper changing lives. Pearl Jam's sexual parody band, the Anal Beats. I didn't like that. Oh, a kazoo has been redeemed. Please don't be Pearl Jam. Come. Vertigo in G Major by U2. I mean, Vertigo is a really bad song. This is well past their prime. This is a bad song for bad people. I don't know what key it's in normally. Is it in a minor key? Does it sound really weird in G Major? At least it's less boring than this era of U2. This is fucking unlistenable. Hang on, I need to mute this in the background. Where is it? House Flipper. There we go. Jesus Christ, that's rough. This has 250 views. How the fuck did you come across this? This has less views than one of my videos. Oh. This is... I mean, this is a crime. This is horrific. I can't even make out any words. I'm not doing the bridge, Jesus Christ. That's fucked. It sounds like someone being forced to kazoo for their life. I mean, I don't know if I should give it a dislike, because I don't know if it's beyond that. I think I'll just try and forget it exists. Open the volume mixer and unmute House Flipper 2, please. Signal when it's over. 0 comments. YouTube community speechless. 0 comments over 3 years. This came out in when? March 25, 2022. Jesus. Right, let's go back to the game, shall we? Resume game. We'll get back to this wholesome, calm time. No dead Bono in the comments, sadly. He's... oh, no, he's not old to be in imminent danger, is he? Unless somebody Charlie Kirks him. We're going to be stuck with Bono for a while, aren't we? How old is Bono? I'm going to say Bono is 64 years old. But that could be way off. Because I don't generally think about Bono that much. Did Greeks live here? There's so much broken porcelain. Can I just... oh, it's full. Oh. I was sold some sort of crack den, wasn't it? No, they'll cancel your talk show. He's older than the earth, a timeless eldritch monster of a man. I believe they're prepping a new album. Ugh, really? Like they're still actively creating music? I mean, nobody's liked U2 since the mid-90s. How are they still going? How are they still getting deals and stuff? Like, I remember when Taken came out in, like, 2008, 2009, and people were making countless jokes about how out of touch and silly it was that a teenager would possibly be into U2 in that movie. And they're still going, years and years later. Tim Cook from Apple keeping them afloat. I don't think I've ever really listened to U2, to be fair. I've heard that they have some genuinely great music. I've never really heard any of it, to be honest. Like, everybody likes, like Joshua Tree, for instance. But I've never listened to Joshua Tree. My dad was kind of into a couple of their albums, but I think he had mostly stopped listening to them by the time, you know, I was born. Like, they were well out of mainstream success by the time I was born. And then they got back into it with shit like Vertigo, A Beautiful Day, and awful shit, songs like that. Oh, the sweetest thing. Ugh. You heard wrong. I remember looking up, and everybody loved Joshua Tree at the time. Now, I don't know if it's held up well. It might be like when you look up, like Rotten Tomatoes scores of things like The Phantom Menace or the Hobbit films, and it's like, how the fuck does this have like 85% on Rotten Tomatoes? People were just kind of gaslighting themselves into thinking that it was okay because it was so anticipated. Maybe that's what it was like with U2. It was like, it's good! We promise it's good! It's clean. Yeah, it's kind of clean. Good. I still remember when Apple added U2 to my account, prompting me to call them and explain in quite a few words how they fucked up. See, I've never owned an Apple device, so, like, my first inclination is to say, what do you expect when you buy from such a shit company? But I won't say that and just go, yeah, that sounds bad. Fuck, iTunes was bad. I've had to use iTunes for, like, helping people, like, with iPods and stuff, put music on their things, and it's always been miserable. I'm sure it was good when it very first came out, compared to the nightmare that, what's it called, MP3 players used to be. But man, it sucks. I assume it's gone now. And I've never owned an iPhone, and God, I always remember going through college. One of the colleges I went to was like Apple certified, and so all of the classrooms had like top of the line iMacs, and everybody in that course hated using them so much that it turned everybody against Apple. Everyone is like, I'm never buying another fucking Apple product. Really backfired. So I just hate using them. I mean, it's not like Samsung or any better. Those are the two big boys, probably, right? I know Android is not really the same because it's just an OS. But like, Samsung's probably the biggest of them. Like, the biggest Android boy. iTunes bad, but the alternative is fucking Google. Is it? I didn't know Google had anything like that. What do Google have that's equivalent to iTunes? Again, I'm very out of touch. I don't know. Like, when I was a kid, it was piracy and putting it onto an MP3 player. Then, when I was older, it was keeping... it was like fucking, you know, just using my computer and my phone. And then it was Spotify. So I don't know what Google have. Oh, Google is Android. Do Google own Android still? Yeah, they probably do. I mean, they suck. Everyone hates Google too. But Android is a better OS. Like, as somebody who has used Mac OS and has used iOS a bit, just from, like I said, like tech support stuff, I fucking hate iOS. iOS is so bad. iOS is so locked in, which irritates me. And that's not to say that everybody should be irritated by that. Because for my use case, iOS being so, like, hemmed in and fucking within the Apple ecosystem annoys the shit out of me. At least I can edit shit on what's it called, Android. They've been bringing it more in-house. Yeah, I would never buy a Pixel. And I will say, there's a lot of bloatware on a lot of Android stuff, which is so irritating. Like, I think they've been cautioned against that, like Google and, at least in the EU, Google and Samsung, they've been told to cut that shit out because it's so annoying. Like, the fact that for a while you couldn't uninstall Facebook, And it's like, this is why we go with Android. Because you can just do everything on it. You can uninstall whatever. In Android previously, if you wanted to just like uninstall the equivalent of System 32, you could. Why the fuck can't I uninstall Facebook? I don't use that shit. So that sucked. The new iOS Mac OS is bringing in liquid glass UI, which is totally not the same thing as that god-awful Aero UI thing from Vista. Yeah, I saw that. They brought in something that looks like it's from 2007, and looks really bad in my opinion. I was glad, and I know not everybody is the same. I have my own particular design preferences, but I really dislike that maximalist, like see-through look that all technology kind of had in the late 2000s, early 2010s. I like the minimalist look. I don't like how everything was like... I mean, you can see why it happened if you look at design history. It's like, for a while things were quite flat and minimal because they didn't have the pixel density on a lot of screens or machines or the ability to render those things. Then pixel density became greater and greater, and you didn't have to budget that sort of thing. And so icons became incredibly busy. Like, look at the old Mozilla Firefox logo. It's like you can see each individual fucking continent on the globe, and it sucks. I'm sorry. I know people will be angry at me saying it. It's shit. And then they went, okay, we no longer have to worry about that at all, and we're over the new technology. Let's flatten it down and make it more usable, and like, you can now just tell what it is at a glance rather than going, what the fuck am I looking at? And people lost their minds. Bring back the transparent Windows Aero look. Bring back the, whatever it's called, the foxtails. I'll probably need to sell these too. That's fine. I think everything's clean in here. Do I need to clean anything else? Oh, there's big stains on the ceiling. Of course there is. Somebody exploded a spaghetti bolognese. Not all Androids lets you delete shit. I remember the last Android phone I ever bought had half its storage filled with crap. Yes, that is... Again, bloatware is huge. It really depends. But it's weird. Saying Android phone also almost doesn't mean anything. It's like saying Windows PC. It sort of means something, but it depends on the manufacturer, right? Like Samsung has a lot of bloatware. Other stuff has even more bloatware. Some of it has none. It's like... It's an OS, whereas Apple is both. Like, because they own the OS and make all the shit themselves. Whereas, you know, Google isn't making most of the phones, for instance. So it's a weird separation. Someone's made a Windows 11 Linux called Winux, and it can run Windows executables. Oh! Windows PC is different because Linux exists. I was just about to say, Linux exists, but only turbo nerds and losers use it. Sorry. I would like to use Linux at some point. However, fucking hell, as somebody who's used Linux a little bit, you can tell why nobody uses Linux except the turbo nerds. It's because it's so fucking unuser friendly. And some of the distros are better than others, but like, oh, this is disgusting. Who puts the bigger one on top? Fan fiction has taught me anything. As a Linux user, I'm now dead. I appreciate Linux. It's the same with all, like, open source software. Like, I so support open source software and forks and that whole movement. However, then you actually use some open source software and it's so full of programmer design, and you're like, oh, nobody involved with this, number one, has ever gone outside, and number two, has ever taken a design course. It's all programmer art as far as it goes down. Or rip-offs of other things like Windows 11 distros and stuff like that. It's all like, okay, we're going to borrow the style from Windows, or we're going to create our new thing, which sucks shit. And is really difficult to use. But again, I support it. I will switch over to some things. If I got a laptop, for instance, I would use Linux on that. Because the reason that I use Windows, really, is because of compatibility. More things are compatible with Windows than anything else. It's more compatible with Mac. It's easier to emulate shit on a Windows. It's just easier for what I do, which is play a lot of old video games, use a lot of old software. That would be much more irritating on Linux. Although maybe it's getting better. But for a what's it called? For a laptop, if I was just using it for like work and typing and stuff like that, yeah, I'd use Linux then. That's fine. Programmer design is a real problem. Again, I'm as ignorant about Linux as basically you can be. Like, I haven't used Linux much. I've only used it a couple of times on a couple of laptops, and not in a few years. So I'm sure it's always ticking along. I was surprised to learn how old Linux is recently. It's like 1991 or something. So I remember for a while I've been trying to ditch as much of Adobe as possible. And I came to the annoying realization a few years ago that Adobe are comically evil and so fucked when it comes to customer support. And nobody should ever start using Adobe. Unfortunately, they make all the best products. So, like, none of the alternatives are quite as good. But that's actually becoming less of an issue too, as they embrace AI and ruin their own products a bit more. But, like, I remember using a lot of, like, open source stuff, like GIMP and stuff like that for image editing. And I was like, oh, this is bad. Like, this isn't nearly as good as Photoshop. I can see why people don't use this by default. This isn't good. It's not, I'm sorry, but it isn't. And it's all programmer design. They're all designed the same way. Why is there so many beds here? They're all designed the same way that, like, you know how sometimes you need a very specific tool? Yes, Scribus is one I exactly was going to say as well. I was going to use this as the next example. You know when you download like an extremely specific tool for something? Like, hang on, I'll show you this. I have a couple of really specific tools in my documents folder if I go in here. If I go in video updater tools is something that I use very occasionally, right? This. Now, this is simple, so it's not the best example, but, like, this is a very, very specific tool that you plug in an MKV file into this, and it spits out embedded subtitles that are in it into, like, text documents or SRTs. So it's very specifically useful, right? So you load it into this, and it'll just scan through it, and it'll spit out each language and stuff that's in it, and each version of the embedded subtitles if you want separate subtitles or you need to edit subtitles in something, which is fun. The original program didn't even come with a GUI, it was all command line, and this used to look even worse, and even so, it is obviously designed by a programmer. And that's fine for something really simple, right? Because you don't really need it for much, but, like, this looks shit. What's another one I have? This one. This is a thing to download batches of YouTube videos. Like, if you want to download a YouTube clip and you don't want to deal with those fucking irritating, what are they called? Like, ad-ridden downloader websites and stuff like that. I have this site, this app, which is just, like a command line thing, where you double click on it, you put a URL into this Word document called download, save it, and it goes through and downloads all this stuff. And it's so programmer art, because it's just, there's nothing even there. There is no GUI. They just don't need it. But that's what every open source software is like, and the problem comes when it's a complicated piece of software, like Scribus. InDesign is a desktop publishing software, which is very complicated. It's by Adobe, and it's for making magazines, doing posters, making cards, you know, like leaflets, booklets, even like books and stuff like that. It's quite a complicated, heavy piece of software. And you load up the free versions of it, and it looks like fucking this. It looks like it looks like this shit. And it's like, this is terrible. Like, oh god, I opened up Black Mirror. I meant to click modify. Don't open up Black Mirror, please. Alt F4. Like, all of the menus look like that. And it's just impossible to use. It's so annoying. Anyway, that's my rant on open source software. Open source software, people, I know it's not cheap, and I know it's not easy. Please, for the love of God, hire some designers and UX experts. You'd be so much more popular. I love Clip Studio Paint, have for years, and they have actual customer support too. That's a big thing about Photoshop, is that they do not. They offloaded all their customer support a long time ago. I learned YTDLP, which is easy as fuck when you know, but it's all done as command prompt. What I just showed, is technically a GUI/front end for that I found, which like simplifies it a little bit to make it a bit easier. Or a bit quicker, at least. Sell all this shit, we don't need it. It doesn't only look bad, it doesn't work intuitively. Yes, it's like, sometimes you can realise that somebody has already solved an issue. This is another thing that happens. Like, and I don't mean just ripping off features or, like, styling like Linux sometimes does. I mean, like, you can just recognise that a piece of software has already solved where to put these things or how to do these things, and it's become standardised. A lot of open source software, especially Scribus, from what I remember, is just like, nah, we're going to throw all that out and make it really unintuitive. Lack some functions needed for even really basic things, place multiple images and replace half of them, I know. And so, I still use Photoshop. Dreya, do you pay for Photoshop? Shh! 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 Stop talking, shh! You've said you hate, like, consistent charges that go on monthly. Why do you do that for Photoshop? Shh, there's ways around that. We sell everything here. This place is disgusting. Oh, I so wish I could clean like this. OSS is great until someone carries out a JS supply chain attack, which has you staying hours later than you're supposed to at work for no extra pay. Ooh. I mean, some of it's great, by the way. Like, there are exceptions. OBS is the one that I'll name anytime it's brought up. OBS is open source software. There's forks of OBS that you can do what you like with OBS. OBS, which is the software I'm streaming using, stands for Open Broadcasting Software. And it's because it's open and you can just mod it to your heart's content. And it's lovely. It's really nice. It's very intuitive. It's easy to use. It's really good. It's a really nice piece of software that I would recommend everybody use. It is better and better designed and more functional than any other streaming software I've ever seen. Except maybe ones that are sort of forks of it, like Streamlabs OBS. But they're a bit scummy, so I don't use them. Salty about lack of InDesign. My mum asked me for help making a small flyer recently. I just did it in CSP instead, and I used to never use an image editing program for layouting, but oh well, it works for non-professional stuff, yes. I've done that too. I've gone, fuck it, I can do anything like that in Photoshop. It's not ideal, but whatever, I'm not making anything big. Let's hoover up here. I should hoover my room later. Oh, like I said, I've got a new carpet coming for this room, or a new rug? Is that what people call them? A mat for under this desk, and I can't wait. I'm gonna hoover this room and polish it up. It's gonna be so nice. All these crayons, or whatever they are. For $0 each. You can do it, but only just. It's annoying. I haven't used... Oh, no, I'm not using an open source editor. I am using currently, again, to get away from Adobe's clutches. I don't use Adobe Premiere Pro anymore. I use DaVinci Resolve, which is really good. I'd recommend it. Also, it's free, unless you want to use like the After Effects plugins and stuff like that. But if you're not doing any After Effects work, I'm still calling it After Effects, even though I'm not using Adobe. If you're not doing any After Effects work or like fancy like node-based editing, it's free and it's amazing. Like to the point where I don't know how they're offering it. Like it must be fucking losing the money somewhere. Like it's insane that you get free for what it is. And yeah, exactly, it's a perpetual license for the paid version for about €250. It's incredible. It's an amazing service. So good. It's probably my favorite that I've used. My favorite video editor. Although I'm about to... It disgusts me what I'm about to say. My second favorite, probably Final Cut. I learned how to video edit in college on Final Cut. And it's really nice. It's really intuitive and really pleasant. Problem is that everybody switched away from it after a year or two of college because we started having to do more editing at home and, you know, outside of the college. And so nobody had fucking Macs. So it was like, well, we can't use Final Cut Pro. It's way more convenient to use Premiere Pro. I tried using DaVinci last night, and for some reason I had no audio, despite the clip having audio, and all I needed was the audio, so I just lobbed it in Audacity. I still use Audacity sometimes. A lot of my YouTube audio is processed using Audacity. I have macros set up in it, and so I decided why not just keep doing it. Oh, there's a little candle. Lovely. Sell that, 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 sell that. We're gonna redecorate everything in here. This is going to be the bathroom. Like, this is a prepper house. There's gonna be some stuff involved in here. Hoover. Lovely, nice and clean. Everything clean, everything clean. Oh, the Christmas stuff. Christmas stuff is in the shops now. And I know, you know, it gets into hacky observational commentary territory if you even mention that, but it does feel quite early. It's September. But I've seen quite a few Christmas trees and Christmas lights hanging up on displays. Very little Halloween stuff. Like I said, people do not give a fuck about Halloween here at all. So people are just like, nah, who cares? 40 to €50 for a CSP lifetime license, which I highly recommend. I might. I mean, right now it's $0 for Photoshop. I should, I don't know, I went to Audacity because, again, I was like, oh, I'm sick of using... What's it even called? Audition? Adobe Audition? And again, it's not as good, but it's good enough for YouTube. So I've been using it quite a bit. Like, they all use Audition at my radio station. Everything's done through Audition. And they were like, can you use Audition? And I was like, yes. And they were like, that's fine then. He's clean. He's clean. Everything's clean. Sell this shit, please. Is that clean? What's it? There's filth. Clean the filth. What a disgusting blind. I kind of wish I had blinds, but they seem expensive. Like, I have skylights in my room. In my bedroom. Sort of like, you know, slanted skylights built into the roof. And they don't have blinds on them. Which means that at certain times of the year, I get woken up at about 4 in the morning by the dawn's light. And it's very annoying, and Emma doesn't have to worry about it because it doesn't hit her side of the bed. But I've considered buying blinds, and then I'm like, oh, I'd have to get like custom ones because these windows are ancient and I just don't want to deal with it. Okay, this looks fine. I'm actually going to sell these, and that'll come up later. Oh, there's bins! I thought I was going to have to buy bins. Well, I just sold them, so I will have to buy bins, but whatever. Sell all of this shit. We need an empty thing. This is going to be the bunker area. Skylights are a nuisance. They're very nice, as in they look nice, and I like it when it rains on them. But they're irritating to keep the moon out of my eyes during the night, which is an issue. Like, the amount of times I get woken up at, like, 4 and maybe, like, 2 in the morning by the fucking moon. Full moons are a nightmare. I didn't realise until I moved into a place with skylights how bright the fucking moon is. Maybe get curtains and put, like, a bar on top and put them between, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or I could just, like, I don't know, tape newspapers over it like a serial killer. I'm fine. It's a minor nuisance. Moon mexing. Lovely. I think this is the second last room. Yeah, that's the last room. We're nearly done here. Just hoover. It was a WebP file, to be fair. Oh, I wish I liked WebPs. I don't know who invented the WebP. If you don't know, the WebP... A lot of people think it's the scourge of humanity. WebP, I think, is really cool, but held back by the rest of the world, almost. Like, it's so small. I can see why every website has started using WebPs. It makes it really inconvenient if you do any sort of video editing or reference work, because nothing fucking reads WebPs except web browsers. So, like, you can't default load a WebP, I think, into DaVinci. You can't load it into Photoshop by default, at least the version I'm using. But they're so small and compressed and such high quality despite that. They're objectively, technically speaking, really good. It's just that I hate seeing them ever. Anytime I notice that a WebP is involved, I go, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to convert this shit. You could do the anus sunning in the privacy of your own home. Oh, didn't that give a lot of, like, billionaires skin cancer? Because, like, basically the human perineum is not used to receiving a lot of sun there. I would end up covering it completely with a blanket. I assume this is not a perineum thing, and regretting it later when I had to fix the ceiling. Alright, that's done. We'll clean in here, and then we can start decorating. Cutting the video with a -X in Opus works in Audacity. Anus sunning doing God's work, then. It's just like, a lot of Gwyneth Paltrow types were like, if you sun your anus and perineum, and I guess vagina as well, and probably scrotum. Oh my god, imagine having a sunburned vagina. Oh, my vulva's peeling. Oh, Christ. Or like a scrotum. Imagine getting like a really bad sunburn on the scrotum. Or even the shaft. Or the glands! Oh! If you perineum sunned but weren't were circumcised, and your glands is just on full display of the sun's rays. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, you'd be miserable. Yeah, sell all these, please. Don't need them. Oh my. Might get into nude tanning next year. I mean, I've never liked tan. I never liked the idea of being tan. I like being pale. In fact, right now, I don't know, as I age, I'm going redder, which is very unpleasant. But I've never had the desire to get a tan. Not that I tan anyway, I don't think I've ever had a tan. Because if I go out in the sun, I instantly burn. I'd sell everything. I mean, we will be putting a lot of jars in here, I assume, but later. A lot of spotty parts left unsunburnt. I imagine the bottom of the feet would be a hellish one. You're Irish, permanently grey. You've talked me out of nude tanning now. You don't want to get a glands burn. A tanned glands. Because, you know, they can be different colours. I don't know if sun would influence that. I don't know what influences that. I assume what's it called? Genetics. Like, you know, my dad was purple. my grandfather's was pink, and so I'm somewhere in the middle. Something like that. I don't know. One time in my life, I sat outside in the grass naked since I was a baby. It did feel very nice. Lots of insects, though, so I didn't stay long, but I see the appeal. I mean, I would have assumed that everyone in Germany was naked constantly, and I don't know why that is. I think I associate Germany with nudism. Is that a valid thing to say? Let me just fix this up, please. Well, I might just concrete it all, like even more disturbing concrete. Oh, this is paint! Oh, it's not even concrete. It's wishful thinking on your part. I just thought everybody in Germany was like, oh, I cannot wait to get my breasts out on the beach. Oh, I will eat some currywurst and it's dripping down into my navel, or something like that. Germans love being nude, exactly. It's an Eastern German thing, by the way. See, it is. I've seen a lot of nude German beaches. Alright, we've cleaned everything. Oh, we need to sell this. Hang on. Fix this window up. Although, no, we don't want this window. We want very few windows in here. Well, not beaches. Oh, I'd like to be nude in the forest and eat the metigel. Oh, its pink body reminds me of my own. I should put onions on me. I don't know what Germans are like. Put this up, please. Nude beaches are usually pretty upsetting once you actually get there. I don't think there is any in Ireland. I think Irish people would explode if given access to an Irish nude beach. I think the innate sense of deeply Catholic trauma and shame would overwhelm people and cause them to commit suicide on the spot. So I don't know if one exists in Ireland, a nude beach. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to maybe a nude forest. I could stand a nude forest, I think. I wouldn't enjoy myself necessarily, but I would see the appeal more. But a nude beach? No, I mean, sand would get places that I don't want sand to be. I don't want sand to be anywhere, but it would get places I don't want sand to be. Alright, perfect. This is going to be the main area. We'll do this later. We need to sort out what this place looks like, though. So, preppers. What do preppers do? Preppers use a lot of guns, they stock up on food and oil, they watch videos about how Charlie Kirk's death means the end of civilization, that sort of thing. Nude forest, any opinion on a nude cornfield? Is this like that country girls make do meme? I've never seen a cornfield, so I don't know. Nude camping sounds like an awful time. Sit down too hard on a log with exposed balls. I don't think I've ever sat on my own testicles. That seems to be a problem, especially as you get older. But I wouldn't describe my testicles as prodigiously long. And I feel like they have to be quite pendulous in order for that to be an issue. Like, you know, I think mine are, like, perfectly standard, but, like, I'm not slanging them around, so it's never been an issue for me. Also, I don't wear loose clothing, I suppose. Mosquito stings on your shaft. Oh, I mean, you know that somebody's into that. I came across somebody who was into, like, on the internet, stinging themselves with nettles in that region. That was a wild one. Do I want to demolish this? No, that's fine. We can put shelves there. Yes? Emma's saying, open the door, please. Yes?
Hair dryer and hairbrush.
Here's your hairbrush.
See.
No, I love you. Bye.
Do you have any plates in there?
No, love you. Emma's gone now. chair mishap once left me with a splinter in my sack. Oh! It will come to you. How long does it get in your old age? Not that anyone here is in their old age. And does any... I mean, like, I think I'm finished growing in that regard. So it's just, like, drooping, I imagine. Can you get, like, a testicular bra? Although I've heard that bras actually encourage breasticle saggage. That it weakens the muscles in the breast. And that it leads to more sagging in older age. But I don't know if that's true. A little hammock. Depends on size. Hang on. Yeah, if you're lucky enough to have, like, tiny, tiny, tiny breasts, then it's probably not an issue either way. Testicle bra. The buzz about testicle bras. 7 reasons pouch underwear can be a bra for your balls. Testicle support on Amazon. Okay, so they do seem to exist. Oh my god, the images. Jesus. There is a lot... Weirdly, it's not like gay pornography. It's all, like, very curvy women with, like, pendulous penises and balls. Right, closing that. They're called pouch underwear. There we go. Please. I've had to install handicap height toilets in old folks' homes because they kept dropping their balls in the water. Well, this is American, possibly. Because when I went to America, I was like... Basically, I had seen so many memes and jokes about, like, people hitting the water when they went to the bathroom. And I was like, how fucking hung are these people? And then I went to America and I was like, okay, I understand. Because they have fucking bizarre toilets. If you don't know, the water in an American toilet, if you've never been, is like that far from the top of the rim. It's fucking insane. Like, they're so high. It's like a pond, basically. Very odd. Some toilets seem to be designed in complete absence of any knowledge of human anatomy. We should probably actually build some stuff here. Hang on, we'll sell these lights as well, because we don't need these lights. Don't need this either. Don't need this. We'll keep the fireplace. We are going to make this a sort of doomsday prepper house. You know, something that would maybe survive threads. Maybe, I don't know, like a bunker. So... everything is going to be concrete reinforced. Very little windows. If they are windows, they're going to be like reinforced tiny windows. So I'm actually going to sell all these. And there's going to be like, this is a meeting hall. There's going to be like chairs around here for them to like meet up and, you know, discuss how Trump is the only one who's going to stop the nukes coming. This is going to be the bunker where they're going to actually live. Upstairs is where they're, you know, actually going to live day to day, but like prepping. All about prepping. Mine is a little lower than that, but I've seen some toilets with high water in them here in the States. You are right. Can you put wooden planks across the windows? Possibly. Let's get some concrete, I think. Raw materials. I think we want old stone, beige sandstone. Concrete feels good. Old concrete, raw cinder blocks, sandstone, concrete blocks. Give me concrete blocks. And yeah, just grey. That seems absolutely fine. These are going to be the walls, the new walls. Because, you know, you need to keep the radiation out. I don't know if concrete would do that, but maybe the preppers think they do. And we'll brick this up as well. And it'll look like a normal house on the outside because the government, they're going to come in and put you down. Even though you voted in the government and they're ultra-conservative, still don't want the government looking in. Unless it's to silence leftists. So let me get a window. What's the smallest window you have? single hung window. I don't know what that means. I'm not really sure what windows are. Oh, this is good. The round window, 3x3. That's pretty good. We want the Mountain Bears. Do we want them? No. Yeah, yes, because it'll be like lead lined. Shutters, no. We want it to look like metal, if possible. Give me, let me give that. Then let me see if I can get other. No, ebony's fine then. Just put that in there somewhere. Like that and that. There we go. That looks fucked. There we go. Here, surface finishes on the wall. Perfect. It's when you open Grindr, but not in a new tab. The single hung window. Ugh. Shockingly, I don't really know what Grindr looks like or involves. I've never used a dating app, Grindr or otherwise. Is Grindr just for gay boys? Or is it open to others? Is it like de queers in general? Or is it just for the bears or something? I'm not really sure. I think Tinder's for basically everyone, right? I know it's kind of yellow because I see screenshots, that's all. I think if I was single, I mean, I was perfectly happy being single. I would never really consider using a dating app in general. But if I was single, I think I would be terrified of using dating apps. Not even because of the risk of, like, having your organs stolen or anything. I just think I'd be too shy. I think I'm way too shy to do things like flirt, even over text. I am terrified of people. I didn't flirt with Emma. At least, I don't think I did. Maybe unconsciously. They're all owned by some guy who sits on the board of Palantir. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. That's grim. Let me get more of these windows, please. We'll put one, like, here, maybe? Does it go up a bit more? No, like here. And then... yeah, like here. And then maybe in the middle, if it fits. No, that's fine, then. This looks fucked. I'm socially delayed, so dating apps never worked for me. I just think I'd be so scared. I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of everything involving people. Copy this style, get another one. I've been single for a decade, and the apps scare me more than anything else. I mean, you know, not to sound too, like, ultra-confident, because that's always a problem for me. I think I was perfectly fine single. I don't think I ever... If I was single again, if Emma, I don't know, tragically passed away or something, then I don't think I would feel the need to, like, find anyone else. I think I'd be perfectly happy just, like, lucking into it at some point, or staying single forever. Doesn't really bother me that much. I just riz people up IRL, to be fair. Can catch the vibe in person. Messaging, you never know. That's the other thing. Like, you would always be worried in the back of your head. It's like... am I going to get my organs stolen? Like, am I going to have my lungs ripped out by doing this? It's always a problem. I assume, I don't know. Maybe it isn't always a problem. I think we need to put this here, right in the center. Yeah, that looks about right. The vent, can I move this anywhere? Put this, like, here. Yeah, it's a bit better. Last app date I went on was an absolute car crash. I mean, I haven't really dated much. I find, again, I don't like the idea of dating, really, either. I think, I don't know. I'd want to be at least decent enough friends with somebody. Like, the idea of specifically looking for, like, a dating partner is slightly odd to me. I recognize I'm probably in the minority there. But, like, I just wouldn't consider it, I think. I'd want to know the person relatively well. Like, I knew Emma for, like, at least 6 months before we asked each other out. So, like, that was fine. Just all of this concrete, I suppose. There we go. Ah, just concrete up to the top. I was leaving this little lip, but no, concrete all the way up. I would have to find someone who is similarly uninterested in sex, and that seems like a chore. She brought an incredibly drunk friend with her. Oh! Who had just split up with someone that day and proceeded to tell me about other people my date was seeing off the app. That's quite grim. Although I guess a lot of people just use them for hookups, I suppose. And there's nothing wrong with that either. It's just, again, not really exactly what I would be looking for. Cannot trust online dating. Concrete, concrete, concrete. There we go, all the way down. Perfect. This is looking, I mean, disgusting and grim, but kind of working okay. I like having pals. I'm all about having pals. See, people sometimes think I'm a psychopath for what I'm about to say. I think, genuinely, I am completely fine being completely alone. As in, if I didn't have any friends, any romantic partners, any real human contact, I think I'm fine with it. I don't really get lonely. Like, I spent quite a long time of my life like that. I think it's fine. Like, I don't care. You stream most days a week? Yeah, but before I streamed, I mean, like, streaming makes me happy, but I've never felt like a craving for human connection necessarily. I'm in a relationship right now, and while I'm open to romance, I have no real need, so luckily it's all theory. Click, click. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've learned from personal experience, solitary confinement doesn't work for me. Oh, I've clicked a filter button, which I've never clicked on before. Like, I used to, and I mean, this was very much like a depressive coping mechanism, but I remember I used to fantasize about, like, being alone in the post-apocalypse when I was in secondary school. Just, like, instead of doing work or whatever. Which doesn't feel great as, like, a coping mechanism. Can I change the style of these steps? Hang on, change style. The base does not need to be yellow wood, it should be concrete blocks again. So fucking horrible. What am I making? Just concrete. There we go. Close. Confirm. Oh god, it's disgusting. No stairs either. Or no banisters. Oh, thank you for the resub. That's very, very kind. 16th month streak. Let's change the style again. No banister. There we go. We want this to be utilitarian. We'll leave the fireplace. Can I change the style of the fireplace? Make it a bit more... This used to be a nice home. It's just been converted. That's the plot of this one. I imagine the people who live here are named, like, Doug and Ellis. And Doug and Ellis had to pay too high a tax bill one year and went completely fucking insane. Got involved in a lot of 4chan style websites, went into the conspiracy side of things, and all their old friends no longer speak to them, but they got some new fun friends. Let me sell that, sell that. We need to sell some of these doors. Because this is basically going to be an airlock into the main house. Like, it looks nice and normal from the outside, and then as soon as you come in here, it's like, nah, the real shit starts here. So, what's like a reinforced looking door? I need one. I need like a wide door. Is there anything that looks like chunky? The Vesuvius looks very chunky. Can I make this any other type of material? I can make it like matte plastic and make it glossy plastic and make it look like silver. That's pretty good. And then base B. Can I make that anything? Let's say matte plastic. Or maybe like... No, we'll do matte plastic. And then color black and yellow? Seems about right. That detail? Yeah, this one. Hang on. Painted wood. Matte plastic. Yellow. There we go. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That goes here. Oh, it's not quite wide enough. That's very annoying. Okay, I'll widen this doorway by a little bit. I need to just, like, knock one layer off this, I think. I'm not a prepper, so I don't really know what goes into the lifestyle. Perfect! Amazing stuff. Sell this mistletoe. We don't need it. Sell that, 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 sell that. Amazing. Good stuff. And you're like, why does it look like this? And then soon you see. This will be a very utilitarian bathroom. No door either. I don't think you get a door because it's all about, like, getting used to being comfortable with your bodies. There's no clothes here either. They're all German. His name isn't Doug. His name is Doug, but he changed it. His original name was Klaus. Preppers love beans. I am looking forward to stocking 100 cans of beans later. Toilet can be a bag in the cupboard. What? Let me see here. Let me sell this. We need to make this concrete and disgusting as well. Oh, also we need lighting, and it needs to be reliable lighting. No ventilation either, I'm actually deciding. And this should be concrete as well. This can be brushed concrete or metal. Metal floor. Metal ceiling, I should say. To stop the, like, irradiation getting in. So, get to surface finishes, raw materials, other panels, tiles, chrome tiles, sandblasted steel. That's what we want. Yes, that's perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Preppers love beans, a lot of preparation, and then the inevitable murdering of a family member. Somehow my 5-year-old got hold of a gun. Who knew that could happen? Wonderful clinical strip lights. It's gonna be like fluorescent, horrible lightning. Guns. Is there guns in this game? I believe this game is European. Maybe they wouldn't want guns. They wouldn't even think of having it. Are they prepper influencers or just prepper sheep? Might need a little studio. Hello, it's me, Doug. Just giving an update. We are still preparing for the incoming disaster. It's going really well. Thank you for all your donations. Now, PayPal has discontinued my account, so we're going to have to use iTunes gift cards in the future. I know that's inconvenient, but you've been really good so far. Wonderful. Next is... I guess lights now. A ham radio. I'm sure we can get some radios going. Lighting. Ceiling lamps. What's that? That's pretty grim. That's pretty horrible looking, that one. That looks a bit... Yeah, okay. Can I make it even more disgusting? Yes, like this. Do Germans have guns? What's gun ownership like over there? I don't know. I don't really know much about Germany. I mean, obviously I'm an expert. Have you heard my accent? Okay, put that there. Just enter. Then you along here. Like this. That right? Yeah, that's right. Oh, it's all coming up fine. Then this here. Right in the middle. I actually want this moved slightly. Like here. That, no, like slightly over the other way actually. Like here? Here? Because I want it to be even with this window. There we go, that's a bit better. And then we'll move this one slightly over as well. That looks okay. Another couple. All I know is they have a lot of slingshot and crossbow makers from Germany. They do! That's unlocked a memory in my brain. Like, for some reason, I got slightly into watching this German guy, whose name might have been Klaus, who was like, I'm going to make it today a slingshot, and it's going to be more powerful than rifle, and it's going to fire saw blades, and is going to circumvent various laws in country. Jorg Sprague, that's the guy. Yes, he seems prepper coded. That guy. Alright, put that on. Maybe we want a better switch as well, actually. Where are the switches? How do I find switch? Is it installations? Switches, lights, switches. There we go. What looks the most preppery? Maybe that one? I mean, that's pretty disgusting. That could be prepper light. That guy's laugh is awesome. I just remember him, like, fucking annihilating, like, sides of beef and shit like that with a crossbow that fires, like, aluminium cannonballs. And then it's like, ha ha ha, it is dead. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's put another row. I want it to be, like, glaringly bright. That, and then here. Lovely. Is that right? There. That's better. Look at this! We can actually see now! Exactly, he's the man. There's a gun shop in my mam's town, because there's a lot of farmers that converge in the area, so there's a legitimate reason for a gun shop, apparently. I'd rather be shot with a gun than a crossbow. Something about seeing what's in you sticking out of you bothers me. I think I'd tank it. I think I'm built different. I think I'd be fine with getting shot with a crossbow. It's an insane thing to say. Oh, this doesn't fit. Oh, you know what? You don't get door frames. Bare fucking concrete from now on. Doors. What doors do we want? Well, we're not going to have a door here. This is the toilet. In fact, maybe we make this even smaller. Maybe we just demolish these walls here, and it's just literally a toilet in the corner. Again, it's all about prepping. That's better. Don't need anything as fancy as a wall. That's silly. That's opulent. That's not the prepper way. Tanking a crossbow is wild. Perfect! We sell this and get another one of these boys. Perfect, right in here. Wonderful. That even? I need to come like here. Yeah, that looks right. Then we just resurface this. That's fine. And here's the toilet. Gonna poop in a bag in front of everyone, exactly. We make the ceiling brushed steel, sandblasted steel, whatever it is. Well, I could happily live here, but that's me. I think I'm broken. Buy this. Lovely. Oh, it's all coming together. You see the vision. The vision is happening. Oh god, which one of these was the walls? They all look so similar. They're all just different layers of grey nightmare. That's perfect. Okay, now we will put a toilet here. Building accessories, bathroom fixtures. Right. That's a big boy toilet. That's a prepper toilet. The bath. Right there. Perfect. Amazing stuff. Hello, maple tea leaflet, which I like as a name. And then sink shower. We need a sink. Nothing fancy. Like a bunker sink, like this. That's perfect. Because, you know, wash your hands, obviously. Poop-assistant chair. Oh. Well, they don't want disease in this place, because that will kill faster than the radiation. So it needs to be... It looks great from this angle. So it needs to be clean here. I found you through the vegan tag. Ooh! I forgot I had tags, to be honest. I've never clicked on a tag on Twitch. But maybe I'm in the vast minority there. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a shower here as well? It's like a combination? I don't know. No, there'll be a shower room upstairs. That's fine. Is there going to be a courtesy curtain? Maybe a blind. You know what? Just for some sort of something. Maybe we give them a blind. Where would blinds even be? Installations? Windows? Where would... blind. Carpet prep. What are they? Are they not called blinds? Where are blinds? There's curtains. They'd be in the same station. Window curtain Vienna. Window shades. Are they called shades in other countries? Are they not called blinds? Is that just me? Here maybe. Change style. Base, we want burlap. It's a burlap bag. Details. Can we have it like a drab yellow burlap? Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Bye. We'll put that... Oh, I need like a lip, don't I? That's really annoying. So I'll need like a strip along here to hang the thing from. Let's build it. That'll do. If we resurface it. There's a lot of surfacing work involved in making a bunker. You can click them, I know. I didn't think anybody even recognized tags on this. Kind of well-adjusted adults. I love the relaxing and happy music in the bunker. I wish copyright law wasn't a thing. Just in general, but like especially on Twitch. It would be nice. I'm just gonna leave it half open just so it's ominous. like there. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. I'd like to play my own music. I mean, it would be miserable. Nobody would enjoy what I have to play, but it, you know, it'd be fun. What kind of music does Klaus Doug like? Hardcore electronic polka. I don't know if that exists. Let me just stack these here because I like to be neat. An insane sight. It's like, okay, you go into the privacy hole, do your business shamefully, and then you scuttle back out. Sadly, I'm sure it does. German gangster rap. I can't think of even an example of what that would be. I'm trying to come up with a joke. That does exist. Blind which just covers your face. Well, I'm assuming you could pull it down, but I'm not 100% sure. This is like almost an office blind. It's disgusting. It's burlap. Anyway, we'll have that there. Maybe drains in the floor. Just in case. Shower drain. There we go. A couple of drains. Perfect. It's perfect. It's all coming up Millhouse. I think this is fine. You don't need anything opulent like a mirror or anything like that. Next. We want to... I don't think... Do we need this whole bit? Yeah, I'll leave this as another airlock. It's actually probably good to have airlocks. Because, you know, if one place gets irradiated, you can seal it off. And it's like, okay, we don't have the kitchen anymore. We just have the boardroom or whatever. It's fine. Let's keep going. This is... We need another door. What door was this? It was Vesuvius, right? Can I get a smaller Vesuvius door? A standard door. Vesuvius. I can. Put that there. Oh, it's too big! Why are all the doors fucking huge? Medium door Vesuvius, will that fit? It will. Open it like there, maybe? And then like this? Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe twist this around. Oh, that's dark. Exactly, if feral ghouls get in. We can copy the style from this into this. There we go. Look at that. It's working. It's working. It's almost there. Copy this style too and put it there. Oh! It's so good. Maybe we don't need a fireplace. Maybe like an electrical heater or something would do better. Oh, this is looking so cozy. Wouldn't you want to spend the apocalypse here? It's good for when the inevitable fight breaks out and you have to subdivide the house. You do need to do laundry, so the laundry stays, obviously. Although we might get better ones. And also, it's so dark. Is there a light in here at all? Get another light. Duplicate that in here. That can go right in the middle, please. Like that. There we go, nice and bright. No lights in here. That's fine. We can sell this door, though. We don't need that. And then more of this surface finish. We can switch it up upstairs, but this is looking good for now. Yes, it doesn't look depressing and grim at all. It doesn't look weirdly like my secondary school at all. Perfect. This is just what I want to be looking at while I'm doing my laundry. Cupboard full of beans. There's going to be more beans than anyone can stand. I like beans. I could theoretically survive for multiple years on just refried beans. I should buy them next time I leave the house. What are refried beans? Because I know they're not technically refried, they're just mushed. But like, what type of bean is a refried bean? Is it like a pinto or a black or I don't know. Refried fancy. Is it a fancy bean? I guess it's not that common here because Ireland is from the past. This is so good! Look how good this looks! Brushed concrete, please, for the floor. And it all tiled off. Wonderful. It is really all coming up Millhouse. Hey, look at this. I think they're red beans. I don't even know what that is. Can I make this not white anymore? Can I make it like black? Or grey? I don't know, I want something... Maybe make matte plastic, but make the colour like dark grey. There we go, that's a bit better. I don't like the white. It doesn't look as chunky. That's a bit better. Technically, you can refry any bean. I love red beans, but as in paste. Weeb. Look at the weave, everyone. It's how they do it in Asia. I bet Hatsune Miku loves red bean face. Pushes you in a locker. Sorry, I'm inhabiting the mind of the preppers right now. They wouldn't even know who Hatsune Miku is. Maybe they would. I imagine you get into a lot of the same circles as an anime fan if you're a doomsday prepper. Your efforts to shame me are futile. I've had black refried beans and they're delicious. Booly? I don't know what booly is. That's perfect. We're gonna rip all this out, I think. It needs to be, again, utilitarian and easy to wipe down. So this is gonna be a lot of tile and brushed aluminium, I think. No fancy cabinets. What are you gonna do fancy cabinets? Remember the old times? There are no old times anymore. You're fucked. Give me this window. This is the window you get, okay? No door either. You don't need a fucking door. You gone soft, needing doors. One entrance, one exit. Small table and a camping stove, exactly. My favorite food is Pocky. Sorry, I'm still on it. I eat everything out of a Pokemon-shaped bowl. I'm also a doomsday prepper. Everyone knows their preppers stock their food in buckets. There's sort of disgusting buckets you can get in this game. I should look into it. Lovely. Now this, I should tile some of these walls in, like, maybe ceramic. All you need more blue plastic drums. I prefer Pepero because they're the same but cheaper. Replace the fancy toilet with a bucket. Well, in the more dense bathrooms, there might be buckets. Or maybe overflow buckets, because, you know, it's probably a septic tank situation. That'll fill up relatively quickly. And then you either eat the remnants, or you know, you figure out extra ways of getting rid of it. The concept of a septic tank freaks me out. I've never lived in a place with a septic tank. Just the idea of even having to worry about that is horrifying. I hate it. Because I don't know, in my head, having a septic tank makes it more likely that you fall into a septic tank. And I don't want to ever consider that as an option. Like, it's like how, you know, there's that statistic, like, owning a gun makes it, like, hundreds of times more likely that you die in gun violence. It's the same thing with a septic tank. I don't want to fall into a septic tank. Funny and vile. I have to fix them, it's awful. Oh, I think I associate them with quite rural places. First time I ever worked on one, the tank lid was broken and I fell in! Yes! I mean, I've seen footage of somebody, like, squelching around in one in, like, a wetsuit, and I was like, I just wouldn't be able to, unfortunately. Sorry. It wouldn't be for me. Let's sell this. Let's get the lights going in here, because we don't want this. We'll get these big boy lights in here as well. Falling in one has never been a fear I had, but if you've ever had one spring a leak into your yard, foul, foul smell. Ooh. It's really unpleasant to even think about. I'm glad that I live in, you know, a town that has, like, sewer access. So I don't have to worry about this sort of thing. That's good. We'll have one more. Like, right in the middle. The middle. So, like, there. Yep, that looks good. The Irish have evolved to abhor a septic tank. I assume it's like, I live in a field, so I need to have somebody come take it away for me. I mean, couldn't you just... If you're a farmer, or you live rurally, couldn't you just hire... I guess this is kind of what it is. What do they use a septic tank for? Like, the stuff that's in a septic tank, does that just go straight into the ocean? Or is it like... a local farmer comes and pours it on his strawberries or something? And it's like, farm fresh. I don't know what happens in the countryside, I'm sorry. I should put some washing machines here, hang on. I said I was going to do that. Installations, no, although vents and pipes, that's kind of fun. We'll need some of that at some point. I think you can't use human waste. I think if somebody, like, ran up and just started spraying shit in a strawberry field, it would probably not be noticed. It's bacteria, it consumes itself over time. Ooh. Right. What am I looking for? Hang on, what was I doing? I was looking for these. Electronics or home appliances. There we go. Large appliances. What's the shiniest radiation-proof one? This looks like it would survive some fucking radiation. The yourses. This and this. Yes! There we go. Do your laundry in that. Human waste is not fertilizer. Stop telling me what I can and can't do. Poo and wee and sawdust can be left for a while to make what is referred to as humanure. I regret mentioning this. Again, I can talk about getting splinters in testicles. I can talk about sunburning a glands. As soon as it gets into toilet humor, I regret my life choices. Something about it just doesn't sit with me. I can't deal with it, really. Up there? Like, high enough that it's annoying to look out. There you go, that's your one window. Is that right? We'll keep it even with the rest of them. Like, down one. That right? Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Not even humor, it's just a business. Run a little Hugh cow farm and export Hugh milk and Hugh manure. There's no doubt in my mind there was a disturbingly in-depth, like, short story series about that. No doubt whatsoever. Gold top is femboy milk. Now, I know, I've read those. I think this will just overlook directly into the garage if I try and put a window here, right? Does that go anywhere? Or does that overlook? That looks directly into the garage. Sure, you can have an observation window. Fine. I mean, the Hugh cow thing. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. Nothing wrong with it if you enjoy the Hugh cow lifestyle. Sonic fan comic, certainly. Vegan grade humanure top seller. I mean, again, a Hugh cow would be vegan because it's all about consent. Like, if a Hugh cow was like, oh, milk my udders. Oh, I'm so full of milk. I need to be milked. Then was like, and then, you know, we can share in the profits, although I just like being milked. That would be vegan. Decided now is a good time for lunch. Oh, we should finish off the kitchen. We'll go room by room. We'll do the kitchen at least. What do we want in here? Fridge. Probably a good idea. Some counters. Always a good thing. Oh, cabinets. Functional cabinets. We need some sinks. What's a sink that looks like it could withstand a bomb? I don't really know. Can I make this, like industrial looking? Like the countertop. Can I make this metal, for instance? I can make it plastic. I can make it stone. Stone's good. Make it, grey marble. That could work. Striped black marble. And make it grey marble. Then make it like, oh, I don't know. Like that? Because we don't want to, like, brain ourselves on it. That's fine. Yeah, like there. I made the error of bringing up ethical cannibalism at the pub the other day. This stream has ruined me. People aren't ready for it. Because they're cowards, unfortunately. Sink can be ceramic, that's fine. The faucet can be black iron. The base. No, the base. That needs to be painted wood. Dark wenge. Maybe a wenge would be good. Or cork. Maybe cork. Like, just really disgusting. Matte plastic. Like green. Oh, that's disgusting. That's absolutely horrible to look at. And then front. What can I make the front? I can make the front cork board, I suppose. Glossy plastic. Like a blue or a green. Yeah, there we go. Like an even more faded green. A disgusting green. You want to kill yourself as soon as you step in here. A little prepper farm with herds of Hugh cows and sheeple. I think I'd get sheep. Like sheep women or sheep boys more than Hugh cows. I think it's basically because of being breast agnostic. I think if you're into big old honkers, you're probably like, ooh, Hugh cows, don't mind if I do. I look at a Hugh cow and just go, whatever. You know, not really Not really vibing with this. What cabinets do we need? I suppose, like, big, chunky cabinets. Just like this. Lovely. Put another one there if it'll fit. Perfect. I get Hugh cows if we're talking minotaurs. Oh, it's looking good. I mean, it's looking absolutely fucking horrible, but it's looking great for what I need. Maybe this is all you get. It's just like, we need a microwave now. And an oven. We need a hob. We do at least need a hob. We'll go to home appliances. A gas hob, maybe? Maybe they're stocked up on gas. Or maybe they make their own electricity. So we get an electrical hob. What the fuck is a Hugh cow? No! A Hugh cow is short for human cow. And it's like a kink fetish thing where people enjoy being, like, you know, milked, basically. It's like, milk me, moo, that sort of thing. Maybe that, I like this fridge more. And we need multiple fridges, I think, so maybe the fridges can go on this wall. There we go. And another cabinet here. Like pop culture, except cows. Yeah! It's like, ooh, I'm a popperino. Milk me. I don't know. I'm a grass popper. Didn't like even saying it. This is functional, not standard. We need like a narrow boy like this. Oh, maybe a slightly less narrow boy like this. There we go, that works. Perfect. So this is the kitchen, so far at least. I'm a popperino, milk me. Ugh. Imagine a sheeple jumper would be itchy. It's like, when I think of, like, sheeps and sex, I just think of that one story about the lesbian sheep, where apparently lesbian sheep are quite awkward and don't really know what to do with each other. And I go, oh! When I picture Hugh cows, I don't know, I don't think anything pleasant. I pictured people standing around in a field eating grass and mewing. Mooing, not mewing. Mewing's different. Mewing Hugh cows. Oh. Disgusting. Put this here. We probably don't need this window, actually. Is it just over... Oh, why did you demolish the building? Oh. Fine, move this here, please. What have I missed? I had club today. Building a prepper house, talking about Hugh cows for some reason. I mean, I'm not happy about it either. I learned a new word today. Like if I Google, is there like a definition I can read out of Hugh cow? Hugh cow. Human cow, or Hugh cow, is a BDSM subculture, where people roleplay as dairy cows. It has gained prominence through dedicated forums, fan art websites, and hentai repositories. Hugh cow participants broadly divide themselves into cows or farmers, with the cow being submissive and objectified by the farmer. Scenes are often centered around the farmer milking the human cow's breasts. Often portrayed with large breasts or pecs, and as being able to lactate. A popular trope is settings which emulate the cattle industry, with names like the dairy department. Bondage is also prevalent. Usually they're bound by a harness to emulate livestock crushes. Yes? Okay, Emma's coming in. What?
Face.
Why? Okay, love you. Oof, 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 oof. Accessories. Breast pumps and penis pumps are popular. Cow-printed onesies and body paint. Detachable tails. And cow-eared headbands.
Enjoy it now, because you won't have it tomorrow.
Hmm. Sorry, I'm reading, like, there's research from the Kinsey Institute here.
I'm always so red-faced.
Yeah, well, it's very warm.
You're not red-faced.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just because it's red.
There's a place called hughcow.com. Oh, I don't want to go to this. I'm definitely not showing anything on camera, right? Right-click, open link in new tab.
How's me hair?
Oh my god, that looks very uncomfortable.
How's my hair?
There, your face.
How's my hair?
Beautiful.
Behind?
Lovely.
Yeah, it's not. I'll come back and do it.
Okay. Those look so pumped. Jesus. Right, fine. Close that. Close that. Close Hugh Cow in general. Understanding the Hugh Cow phenomenon. No, I'm done now. Let's go back to the game. Stop this at once. At least go incognito mode. Oh yeah, that's gonna ruin something. Let's duplicate that. How many fridges can I fit in? Because we need all the... Okay, I mean, you've done it now. Every one of these fridges filled with breast milk. One of these rooms is gonna be the Hugh Cow room! Look at what you've all done. No! Right, let's go... Which one of these is going to be Hugh Cowed up? I guess the basement can be the Hugh Cow room. This is where we breed all the Hugh Cows. I'd have asked what you're building today, but you just summed it up. This is, you know, bunker, and this is going to be where all the Hugh Cows live. let's get Hugh Cowing. I'm gonna copy this, and we're gonna make all of this concrete, and then brushed steel. Though, is it? That's what a crazy person would do. Started as a prepper bunker, now it's taken a turn. I don't think it has.
What's that little ball?
It's a little bouncy ball I found. Emma's found a tiny bouncy ball that I found on a shelf. I imagine it's not a big step from Doomsday Prepper to Hugh Cow Farmer.
Stop goes by your feet.
Where? Oh, there she is. Not prepping for anything but sin. Get more. We need lots and lots of concrete.
She's scratching.
And maybe grass. Can we get grass? Because we need to, like...
Scratching the little couch.
Oh, dear.
And come here.
Okay, love you.
You been lovely.
Yeah, love you.
Have you cleaned?
I can't really hear you. You'll need to speak up.
Oh. Did you get yourself carrots?
What?
Did you get yourself
I can't really hear you.
Do you still need carrots?
Where are you?
Do you still need carrots?
Emma! Where'd you go? Sorry, do you ever enjoy making people, like, unbelievably mad? You're waiting for a clip round the ears. Right, we'll sell those off. We don't need those. We don't need these fancy lights here. I do, but you've made a career out of it. Brat behavior, oh. Right, in here, we're gonna do... This is like the staging area, I guess, where the Hugh Cows are birthed? I don't know. I don't know how far the roleplay go. I mean, I don't know if this is roleplay. Lovely. Hugh Cows in here, and then this is where the Hugh Cows are kept. Singleton speedrun. So, light in each corner, I think would be good. Like that. And that there. That look about even? Not really. Maybe a bit further in. I hate placing lights in this game. It's because it never quite feels like you've gotten them even. That looks fine. Teach me your secrets. Up there, and then just here? I'm gonna say that's fine. It's where you artificially inseminate them. I mean, again, vegan tag on stream. The horrors of the dairy industry would get me banned on this stream if I showed any footage, so, like... this might not be an amazing existence for the people who go through it. Let me sell that and sell that. We need metal ceiling, obviously. So, copy style. Maybe a metal floor in here, because I imagine there's going to be a lot of milking and splashing and stuff like that. Like, it's going to be liquids of all sorts. Not just milk. Pus. Others. Like, it's going to be some stuff going on. So it needs to be, like, hosed downable. So there's going to be drains in the floors. You know, standard, no-nonsense, utilitarian design. Perfect. Has the music cut out, or is this... I might have my volume turned down. Because it suddenly felt eerie. I need to be hosed down as well. I've never been hosed down. I don't even know if I own a hose. I imagine it would be kind of fun. I don't know, it depends on the water, I suppose. Like, you'd want it to be lukewarm, probably. Or maybe on, like, a hot day, like a bracing cold hose down could be nice. Hot day being hosed down would be amazing. There we go. But I've never had the pleasure. That's probably a thing in the Hugh Cow community. I've had such an innocent day, crocheting with the old ladies at a local club, poodling around in my mobility scooter, and now this. That sounds actually lovely. This is all coming along fine. I'm gonna get more... do I want to wall this off a little bit? I think I should have a little bit of a ledge here. Maybe a garage door? Is there a garage door around? Building doors. Garage doors. What's the biggest one you have? 10 by 16? Yeah, that might be okay. Thing is, they don't go high enough. 10 by 12, 10 by 16, like 10 is the highest. I want them to go like 14 or something like that. That would be nice. Also, can I make this like... yeah, there we go. Put that there. Like that. Yeah, that kind of works. We'll fill in this hole. And this is where they live. And then this is the milking stall. Not the garage door again. Sorry. Nola has this game now and has done absolutely nothing like a Dreya build so far. It comes up naturally. Like, sometimes you're like, this makes sense. Like, you see this, like, suburban house, and you go, they're probably prepping and Hugh cowing in there. Can I not build there? Hang on. Does this close all the way? No, there's like an annoying little thing. Hang on. Can I put one out? And then build here? I can. Okay, good. Lovely, and then build up. Oh, come on, I can't build up like that. The Hugh cows are gonna fucking escape. Put this, like, build this up here. By one. Oh, this takes so annoyingly long when it's one pillar like this. None of this makes sense. Don't you ever look at a house, like a neat, tidy, happy-looking house from the outside and think, something fucked up's probably going on in there? You know, somebody's fritzling it up in there or something. That's better. Look at that. Now it doesn't open. God damn it. Hang on. Break this. Open now. Ow! Alright, fine. This can be ventilation for them. If they absolutely need it. Oh, that's so annoying. If the same dribble howled... the same dribble-jowled, growling nobleman comes here to pick up new heifers for his anthro-bovine collection, we're going to revolt. You know what? Maybe garage door doesn't work here. What's the biggest door you have that isn't a garage door? Because they're just fucking annoying. Wide doors. Maybe just, again, this, like, huge fucking Vesuvius door. That kind of works. And it's like, the Hugh Cows. Build it in. I can say I've never looked at a nice house and thought, yep, that's where the Hugh Cows get milked. They have to be milked somewhere. Like, these places exist. It's not like there aren't any Hugh Cow milking stations. They're probably in just houses. You know, that some guy has converted into a studio for Hugh Cows. Okay, that is not even, so I need to, like, shift that over by at least one. Like, this? Move. Oh, it's so annoying. You know what? Just break up the whole thing, and then just place the door afterwards. It'll be easier. They're probably on farms. It's like how in... I mean, it's not like I consume a lot of pornography, but it all seems to be just in some guy's house. Like some guy's mansion, or whatever. Here? Yeah, that works. Is this even on this side? Not quite. I want to shift it like at least one over. No, it's never going to be even, is it? Oh no, that's even. Good stuff. Lovely. Perfect. Perfect! It's working. It's all coming up. Hugh Cow. Then copy this style, fill this in, and we're almost there. Good. Amazing. Now, what does a Hugh Cow need to be happy? How do you keep a Hugh Cow in good spirits? They're going to need water. So, they're going to need food. Is there, possibly, in this game, a trough? There's not a trough. Some hay, brushes, they love being brushed. That, like, big happy cow brush thing that you see sometimes. Let me go in here. There's plants, okay. Is there any just, like, grass? If I go into plants. Shrubs, trees, nature. Shrubs. Let's just say, let's get one of these hedges, and just say they eat that, right? By that. There we go. This can line up here. There we go, look at that. Perfect. Had a few hamburgers or succulent steak dinners. Oh, I didn't want the breasts. They're awful. They never cook right. Shut up, it's all we have. Trees? No, we don't need trees. Are you joking? Right. Do they have milk jugs? Not the cows, the game. Jug. Maybe. They might not be called milk jugs. I don't know. But we do need buckets. Like, lots of buckets. Because, you know... they're gonna be milked. So, buckets. Is there open buckets? Barrels! That's the one we want! This is where the milk live. Perfect. Then... I mean, they probably need beds. Is there just, like, mattresses? I don't see mattresses. There's mats. I could just give them mats. What's the What's the plainest looking bed I can get? If I go in here. Table, seats, beds. Single beds or cribs. Cribs would be too creepy. Bunk beds. Okay, something like that. And then make it like this. There we go. That's what we want, obviously. Need to move these barrels to the other side, I think. Make room for the Hugh cow beds, the sleeping arrangements. Now that... Like 6 Hugh cows? That's probably enough Hugh cows, right? We could probably fit in 8 Hugh cows. I mean, that's enough to feed, like, a little colony. 8 Hugh cows. You're gonna be sick of milk. There we go. Now I just need to arrange these properly so that they're, like, even, or else it will annoy me. That about even? I think it is. There we go. 8 Hugh cows in there. Perfect. Then they come over here, get some grass. They have a couple of barrels full of milk. Harvested milk. Fresh harvested milk. They still need water, so... What water can we give them? Is there like a drinking fountain or something like that? They might have milk cartons. Well, that'll be in the fridge. Carton of milk. There we go! Blank as well. Like, they're clearly ones that are just like blank and mass ordered before the apocalypse. They have no information on them. It's like, where'd this milk come from? You know where the milk came from. Does this not fit inside here? What a shit fridge! It doesn't even fit milk in it! Hang on, what's the other fridges? Because we have a lot of fucking milk to fit in here. Large appliances. Does this fridge fit in milk? Not in the door. It does fit. Does it fit in the door? No, it doesn't either! What about this one? What a game! That's so annoying. Okay. What about this fridge? Miscellany. Does that fit milk? Nope. And nope. Wow. Okay, fine. Hundreds of cans of warm human milk. Yeah, okay. These can all be beans. We're gonna have shelving down here then, I've decided. Let's do this wall up. Well, we still need to give them water. Where can you get water from? I guess just a sink, like a shit sink. That would make sense, I think. Like this. Also, it means that you can, like, wash your hands after you're done. They don't get a shower. Hose. Yes. You get a hose. Also, these hoses can also be used for, you know, helping with the milking. Person cheese when? Yes. Fridge full of just milk is terrifying. I mean, this is coming along. This is pretty good. You don't get windows or anything in here. The Hugh cows don't need windows. They get... watering can, water sprinkler, watering cans. What else do you have here? Lights. You don't need lights, no. A beehive thing. Obviously not. A car? No. What do you need in here? Is there anything cool you should have? I guess maybe to keep active. Oh, a pool fountain. That could work for... And a pool drain. Okay. Let's say your water comes from here. There's a drain there. And you get like a little fountain thing. Yeah, there we go. Right here. Perfect! It's amazing! Oh, it's all coming up me. Look at this. It's like, yes, moo, I'm so thirsty. Yeah. Munch, 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 munch. Time to go to bed. Oh, I'm thirsty. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Munch, munch, munch. Back to bed. Then every few days, the owners come in and are like, time for milking. And they get laid out. Okay, so let's do this. Sell. No windows. Nobody sees. Nobody's left to see. At least they're not outside. Maybe it's the radiation that's given them such pendulous milkers. I'm being naive, but are the buckets for sperm milking or like actual boob milking or both? I guess both. It depends. Like I imagine the mutations have taken form of like some people have outrageous pendulous breasts and some people have outrageous pendulous balls, and it's like one barrel is for each.
Oh, look at me back!
So you've got the femboy hue cows there, and you've got the standard hue cows there. It's like they both get milked into each one of these barrels. You know, your standard. This is all self-explanatory. I don't know why I'm bothering. You all know what this is like. Ooh, patched fabric carpet tiles. That could be nice. Maybe this is like a, you know, a nod towards this being more cozy and comfortable. It looks like human skin. That's horrible. You know what? Can I change the color? Color. Can I make it like maybe that? Like a peach? Yeah. Yeah, now I'm into it. It's really difficult to hold a straight face while my landlord was here fixing things and talking to me. Looks even more Ed Gein. Can I put this on the walls? I can. Okay. Perfect. I like to make houses that are hard on the eyes in this game. This is quite easy on the eyes. I think, maybe. I don't know. We'll see once the concrete's laid. We'll do this concrete style again, I think. It depends on the eyes. We will need stairs as well, obviously. And maybe we will replace the door as well. Hang on. Duplicate that into here. Oh, it's not big. It's too big. Okay, hang on. I'll fix that in a second. First, surface finishes. We need stairs. Lovely. And then across. No, wrong one, you fool. There we go. That's the hue cow room walling, obviously. Perfect. It's looking really good already. Why can't I put it right there? Ugh, I might need to, like, fill in the wall first. Again. Doors are irritating in this game. I need this game. It's very relaxing, genuinely. I find it so calming. I could play this forever. I mean, I do. In my off time, I have just sort of played this and done, like, the quests and stuff for getting the houses. Okay, put that there. Where does that go to? That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, now we need some steps under it. Building... where are the steps? Oh, they're right there. Stairs. Just some standard concrete steps, I think. Sounds good. There. That. Yeah, that kind of works. I wouldn't mind them being, like, penned in a bit. Can I Break them up? Not quite. It doesn't quite match. Ugh. I have a bit of motion sickness playing it. I'm going to tweak some settings. Yeah, I can see that. I don't get motion sickness playing it, but I can see how somebody would. It has that sort of, I don't know if it's the engine that it's made in, or the graphical style, or what, but it's a lot of very quick whipping around, and it sort of blurs the motion, even if you have motion blur off. Does motion blur make people more or less sick? Because it makes me more sick, but I imagine it's there for a reason. Are there some vegan Subway wraps? I have not heard of heard anyone mention Subway in a while. I always really disliked Subway when I was a kid. But maybe they're better now? I can't imagine they are. I really didn't like them. I don't even know if they have all the vegan options. I remember I saw ads for, like, Subway have introduced new, like, vegan options and, like, fun stuff. And then I went to a Subway and they didn't have any of that stuff. And I went, well, maybe it's just in certain places here. So that I just walked out. They do jacket potatoes now. Okay. You know, if there's one place that will get me into a restaurant, it might be jacket potatoes. I do like that. This is fucking horrible. Alright, fine. Sell all this, please. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Good stuff. Sell that. I want one window here so they can at least see the sun. Because the Hue cows don't come out of this little area. So I want one tiny window for them. Like this. There we go. Is that right? Yeah, that's all they need. They don't need anything more than that. This is horrible too. What have I done? Okay, in here is where we keep... I mean, how would we milk a Hue cow? I mean, I'm gonna have to look it up. Hang on. Google Images. Hue cow. I don't have a pillory. Or stocks. Okay, a lot of these images... Oh my god, that's not even a nipple, that's a clitoris. Okay, a lot of these are sort of like... almost look like they're over the back of a chair. So I think that might do it. Or just sort of miscellaneous bars. Those aren't real. Sorry, it's just such a silly kink to me. I'm so sorry. They're huge. Like, it's basically just women with huge breasts going like moo and getting milked, and it just looks so goofy. I can't imagine going, like, looking at this and going like, "Fwar, this is lovely." Look, whatever you're into is fine. It's just... Alright, back over to the game. What can I find that looks like it could milk a Hue cow? Well, I guess some of these seats could be... there we go! That's exactly what I want. So, how this is going to work. The Hue cow comes over, lies belly first on this, breasts dangling, and then the milking ensues. Might need him even higher up, like maybe there's a little plinth I can get. Like even if I build some bricks up. Like if I do... Yeah, hang on. If I do this. Like here? Let's have like a little raised dais for them, right? That's pretty good. And then move this here. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. I want to pretend I'm a cow and be milked. I can already remember the awkward... imagine the awkward silence while the milk is hitting the bucket while you just chill there on all fours. I guess you'd have to, like, liven up by going, like, moo. Milk me, daddy, moo. I've been a bad cow. How do you be a bad cow? I don't know. I didn't eat enough grass or something. Let me put that there, put that there, put that there. That's pretty even, and we'll do another one as well. We'll have at least 3 set up. Perfect. Lovely stuff. We need drains, obviously. This should be tiled here, this back entrance. That's not what I meant to say. It's good to have a wipe clean back entrance. Let's do sandblasted steel. There we go, that's better. Lovely stuff. Just so that it's, you know, I can install some drains and stuff. Some of it's gonna spill. You could just shit on the floor, I guess. Oh, I'm glad my cow self died now. Right, we need a drain. Drain, please. Shower drain, Hartford, that one. And put... Oh, that's too big, actually. No, that's too big. Shower drain, Hartford. Is this what this looks like? What's a better drain? Drain. There was the pool drain. That might do it. I thought there was more drains than this. Oh, there we go. That's working, actually. That's fine. Alright, let's put that there. Oh, that again. Shower drains. One on each corner, maybe? Like there. Why can't I put this down now? Come on, just... Get in there. Oh, it's so annoying. Why won't it... Why is this broken now forever? Why is it... Do you have to sell anything? No? Nothing will place. Oh, you're an annoying game sometimes. Hang on. Shower drain, can I put it back? Nope. It won't... It won't... Fine, whatever. It won't go. It simply won't go anymore. Fine, well, that's a discolored area that is there because of the milk, I guess. Sure, why not? Oh, that'll fit. Good. And then one here, and then one here. Lovely. Nice and drained. So, you know, you don't have to worry about... You can just spray it down. We need another hose, actually. Hose. Garden hose. And can I get a tap? Is there a tap in this game? Just a tap? Tap. No. A faucet. A spigot. What do they fucking call them? Like a garden faucet. Alright, fine. We can just pretend there's one there. Good. Oh, that's looking nice. And then we can have racks of some milk. Perfect. So, give me some, like, garage storage. Where would that be? Shelving, probably? Storage. Shelves. What's, like, some industrial storage? Tall storage? That's getting into it. There we go. Garage shelf. Thank you. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. It fits perfectly. Oh. 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 Now we just need milk. Milk. Carton milk. Nothing on the side, if possible. Details, nothing. Or details, I don't know. Purple. That's nice. Bye. Lovely. Just plain cartons of milk. Just lots and lots of milk. Warm, frothy, unpasteurized milk. Despite everything, this game demonstrably makes you so happy. It's just, the creative freedom is nice. I mean, look at all that milk. Oh, that's disgusting. I don't drink even, like, oat or soya milk. Because I just don't really like milk very much. That's a fuck ton of milk. My guts are churning. So are the Hugh cows, but that's, you know, for a different reason. Lovely. Just keep doing that. Lots of milk. Oh, we could... Yeah, cheese was brought up. We could have human cheese, so maybe some of these shelves are cheese-based. You eat dry cereal? I don't eat any cereal. Yeah, there's the next comment. Cereal can be sweet. I don't eat any cereal. I don't like cereal. There we go. This one's a bit messy because their hens are always, like, visibly shaking when they're putting the milk up. They're like, oh, more milk. I can't wait to have this milk. Maybe you've had too much milk. Shut up. Only somebody who hasn't had the milk would say that. Have the milk. I've never had breast milk. I probably have at some point in my life, but like, I don't remember having breast milk. Is it nice? Anybody who's had a child, like you probably taste your own, right? Like you have it in the fridge in bottles. I imagine if you have a child or are with somebody who has had a child, you've probably imbibed some breast milk. I know there was that one shop that would sell breast milk ice cream for a while, but I think that went out of business. Lovely. That's probably enough milk for now. Let's get some cheese going. Some human cheese. Has anyone made human cheese? Hang on. Human cheese. Breast milk cheese from Healthline. Make this easy recipe. Diary of a Midwestern.com. Breast milk cheese. Breast milk was not on my radar, although I knew breast milk could make all sorts of wonderful things like butter, soap, and lotion. I have to admit cheese wasn't something I had thought of. I had a small freezer stash of my 18-month-old milk almost from last year. I decided to give it a try one day and experiment a bit. I embarked on my first ever cheese-making experience. How to make breast milk cheese. It's easy. It only takes a few ingredients. It does, however, take some time, and I was a little overwhelmed at first. 1 cup of breast milk, 1 cup of animal milk. Oh, they mixed it with cow? Cultured yogurt, a tablet of rennet, salt, thermometer, and a sterilized jar. Was it nice? Because I used cow's milk as well, it had a familiar, mild cheese taste, but it was definitely sweeter. Overall, not bad. Although I don't think you'll be seeing this cheese on a restaurant menu in Wisconsin anytime soon. How to store it. Store it in an airtight container and refrigerate it. Would I make this cheese again? I definitely would. It made a great snack for my toddler. And I have a small stash of freezer milk, coming up on 1 year. I can't donate it to any of the milk banks, but you better believe I'm still using every hard-earned drop. Alright.
Oh, thanks.
What?
Really
All
are
at once? Mum, can we get soap from the shop like everyone else? No, you're gonna wash with my milky secretions. Cheese, please. There's biscuits. You can make breast milk biscuits. You can make breast milk paninis. You can make breast milk cake, obviously. Anything that uses dairy you could make into breast milk versions. Where's the cheese? Groceries. Specifically groceries. Cheese! Sounded a little bit like that rabbit from Curse of the Were-Rabbit there. Lovely stuff. Wallace and Gromit porn parody where they eat breast milk cheese. Sorry, sometimes I basically just compose tweets on the show. Imagine finding out your mum has been making cheese from her own milk while having lunch at school. Yeah. I don't know why, and it's weird to say this because, I mean, obviously it's weird, but like, I think I'd rather eat stranger breast cheese than like my mum's breast cheese. I wouldn't like it. think I'd rather eat like a friend's breast cheese than like a relative's breast cheese. Nothing feels weird after this stream. Alright, there we go. Lots of cheese, lots of milk. Anything else? Biscuits? You know what? Sure. Breast milk biscuits. No, not candies. A biscuit. Lovely, lovely biscuits. And go down here for a bit. Or maybe those can go in the fridge. And not participate. You're predisposed to your mum's cheese. It's just... Oh, ugh. Again, like, I'd much rather drink a non-ice cream. Sorry, I got distracted. Ice cream, that goes in the fridge. I'd be much more likely to drink a non-relative's breast milk than a relative's breast milk. I don't know if that's wrong or bad. Pink, there we go. Lovely. Breast buttermilk blinks. Like if a relative, like a cousin, a sister, a mum, was like, hey, I have all this spare breast milk, do you want to try it? I'd be like, ugh, absolutely not, what the fuck is wrong with you? If a friend came up to me or a stranger came up to me and was like, I've got all this breast milk, do you want to try it for a joke? I'd be like, yeah, alright, whatever. Again, I might be the very odd one there. I'm not 100% sure. More ice cream! Yes, please. That can be in this side of the fridge. Make your mum sad. How does this tie into your cannibal consent rhetoric? Well, it's because I think human milk is the only consensual milk. It's the only milk that could possibly be vegan. I mean, it depends on how you harvest it, but like... If a human is like... If a cow became sapient and was like, hey, I want to be milked. Milk me. Milk me hard. Then, you know, that would then be vegan. Because it's all consensual and fine. Whereas, you know, that's what a human can do. I'm gonna drink my breast milk as a joke, bro. It's not gay, it's just a joke, bro. Just suck on my tit. Oh, I can't even read it. Ooh. Ooh. Horrible. I don't like the idea of milk coming out of there, to be honest. God, it sounds like hell having breasts. I know, in my head, the risk is there that they'll just sort of start spraying everywhere. I know that's not how it works, but I'd be worried. If I woke up with breasts, I'd be like, oh god, am I gonna have to deal with these just like fucking spurting everywhere now? Just in the back of my mind. I think we're good in here.
Oh no, me baps are out! Oh, look at me baps! Oh, Christ!
I think this is fine. Let's do... They're always in the way. Well, it's like... I mean, a big one, and I've mentioned it before, is that apparently it's more difficult and annoying to sleep on your tummy. That's like half of how I sleep. I love sleeping on my tummy. I would hate that. Like, if I had breasts, they'd be coming off with, like, surgery as quick as possible. I probably shouldn't use, like, a steak knife or something, or a carving knife, but, like, they'd be coming off. I wouldn't want them in the way. Also, my back. Oh, God. Your boobs can leak if you're lactating. Oh, God. It's like, oh, no, they're on again, like you left on a tap. Where are the chairs? Hang on, where are all the seats? There we go. This is where everybody gathers to listen to the daily sermons / doomsday prepping for this area. So just standard chairs will be fine. There we go. Sobbing quietly to myself, I tend to sleep on my side in the fetal position, particularly after these streams. Breasts are annoying when exercising. I once saw somebody jogging while owning huge breasts. And all I could think was, they're about to knock themselves out. And that must also hurt like fuck. Because they must be pulling on your chest. The skin must be taut. Like, it looked nightmarish, running with huge breasts. A friend of mine did once. It's like, I can imagine you getting a black eye from what you're doing. Like, it looks awful. She didn't, like, pass out, but they did hit her in the head really hard. See? Like a genuine concern, I guess. I was like, that looks so inconvenient. I guess that's the main thing. They just look inconvenient more than anything. That's all good. Maybe another couple here. Bosh. Not another viewing gallery. Well, this is how, you know, they're going to, like, Klaus and his wife. What was his wife's name? Alice, but that's just what she says her name is. Her name is actually... What's a stereotypical German woman's name, everyone? Fraulein Grunter? That's not a... Fuck it, Grunter. Fraulein Grunter and Klaus, they make little broadcasts, and everybody involved has to watch them back. Frida. Brunhilde. Lovely stuff. So another layer of these, please. And that's enough. It's all coming. I mean, this looks almost nice. It's probably not the worst doomsday cult you could be in. Or not cult. They're preppers. They're not a cult. This is I mean, this is a lot of people. They're gonna need a lot of cheese, which is why they have the cheese. There we go, lovely. Maybe a little desk or side table here for presentations. Or like a little board, like a little chalkboard. Me decorations, wall decor. There we go. No mirrors, nobody looks at themselves here. Ooh, safety first, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, that goes here. Good. Alt D to edit. Smile. There we go. That's perfect. And put that like here? In the middle? Yeah, that looks about right. Then, Oh. There we go. Little desk. That's what I was looking for, right? Little desk. Ooh, a sign for like a CCTV could be good. That's very pretty. We can actually put up cameras. Hang on. CCTV. They have cameras. Camera melange. Security cameras. There we go. That's perfect. That's what we want. Put that, like, here. There we go. I'm stuck. Oh god, I'm stuck. Ah! Ah! Hang on. I can just move this. That's fine. And more security cameras. Lovely. One right above here. One right above here in the hallway. Lovely. Good stuff. Put that down. That's the line, and you crossed it. One right here. And one right here. Good stuff. Perfect. Nice and camera'd up. Tuck yourself in tonight and pull up the covers under your chin and mutter to yourself, I did a lovely thing today, I'm proud. I mean, it's coming along really well. It looks good, right? As in, like, it's what it's meant to look like. What desk can we get? Again, like a nice utilitarian desk. Does not need to be fancy. These people are all about utility. So like one of these, or like a workbench or something. There we go, look at that. And this is how the presentations are given. Amazing. Next. Because this room is basically done, I think. I'm stuck on the fucking chairs again. Oh, the chairs! It is indeed aesthetically and functionally cohesive. I mean, it's perfect. You go through here into the horrible kitchen, which will be full of beans. This is the playroom, and then in here. Maybe fewer chairs. No! Then upstairs. Oh, it looks normal upstairs. That won't do. Hang on. And you don't need 2 bedrooms. This is utilitarian. Start smashing things, please. Selling all this shit. A scamped board? Well, who gave you permission to have a scamped board? And windows? The radiation will leak in through those, you idiots! No windows! Lovely. Vault-Tec would do this. Has there been any Hugh cows in Fallout? Horrendous environmental storytelling in a vault. Lovely. This is all perfect. Just smash that out of the air. Fill in these windows, obviously. Why does that house have bricked-in windows? And why do we hear so much mewing? I keep saying mewing. The internet's infected me. They're not mewing. They don't have, like, incredibly sharp cheekbones, all these Hugh cows. I think you'd want a Hugh cow to be, like, a bit hefty, right? They wouldn't all be, like, ultra-sharp faces. They'd be a bit rounder. I don't know if that's true. It's just in my head, if I picture a Hugh cow, they're, like, a bit more curvy. Rather than, like, a skinny... I mean, your boobs are bigger if you're fatter, right? But... Does that mean you make more milk? Is this an insane thing to say? I don't know anything about breasts. Alright, more concrete, but we'll shake it up a little bit. We'll keep the brushed concrete as the floor. But we'll do different walls. Yes? Do you produce more milk if you're buxom? That would be genuinely interesting. Super Hugh cows. I like to envision my Hugh cows voluptuous. No, yes to this being insane. Oh. Google. Just a quick one. Do you make more milk with larger boobs? Milkonomics.org. Milk production is actually compromised the more overweight you are. Really? Size may not affect milk production, but it does affect breastfeeding. It's apparently harder the bigger your boobs are. Oh, it's the opposite, so you want little breasts. You want, like, little potent concentrated breasts rather than big diluted breasts, is what I've learned. Breasts, I'm always saying, are like Ribena. The smaller they are, the more concentrated and the more milk they can output. You want scrawny Hugh cows, exactly. Emaciated Hugh cows. B cup might be optimal feeding size. Now, if I knew what a B cup was, that might be useful. I mean, it wouldn't be useful, but, you know, I could visualize it. Like, I don't know what any of those numbers mean. Like, there's B cups and C cups, and there's, like, B and then a number, which seems to maybe denote shape. I have no idea. Pack that cheese away. They don't eat the cheese. Well, I don't know, maybe if they can sneak it away in the nighttime. B cups make honey, not milk. We've told you this so many fucking times, and it never sticks. I genuinely... It's so difficult to keep straight in my mind. Is the number shape? The number is the length around the rib cage? Oh god, I've broken through the fucking wall. Hang on, that's bad. Might need to keep this little building area. Like that. Lovely, and then down. Fine. It fucking isn't. The number is the length around your ribcage is where the strap sits. Cup is difference between under and over, designated by letter. Cup size is the letters and the part that actually supports the boob. It's just... I know you're saying this, and you're probably saying this as simply as it could possibly be put. But I feel like that one Limmy sketch where it's, like, lead and feathers. Like, I don't know what any of that sentence meant. Cup is difference between under and over, designated by letter. I don't know what to think about what I just read. Alright, this is fine. Sell that window. We don't need windows in here. We'll put a vent in here. Fucking steel and feathers. Whatever, it's been a while. I did read somewhere years ago that most women wear the wrong cup size, or wrong, not cup size, but wrong numbers, or wrong something. Wrong size of bra in some nebulous way. Which seems like it would be fairly easy to get sorted out. I assume you just go into a shop and they feel, and then it's like some wise old man goes like, yes, I know, you know, I can tell by that you are a B28 or something. The cup or letter is how much it fills your hand in ascending size from A to F. Okay. So, is there like J cups? Like, how big does it go? Shockingly, women don't come in uniform sizes. Well, they should. We're making things complicated. Right, I need to brick this up too, because it's off-center and annoying me. The only infallible method is the milking machine interface, surely. Yeah, I guess we need to think about this. Like, you know, well, I suppose nipples, like there's big and small ones of those, but they mainly come in a relatively, you know, like small size range. So like, if we just put it over them, we don't need to worry about the size. What am I doing? A door. That was it. Getting a door. Sorry. Let's go standard door, Vesuvius. And I want it to be right here in the middle, if possible. I can't. That's very annoying. Can I get like a narrow door Vesuvius or a medium door Vesuvius? That's more in line with what I want. There we go. That works. That's perfect. We do not, in fact, need to think about this, but you've planted the seed, and now I'm left tending the tree. Duplicate Vesuvius there, too, right in the middle. Good stuff. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Let's get this surface finished. What do we want the walls to be here? If we go into surface finishes, raw materials, stone? Stone could be good. Raw cinder blocks, that's something we can do. There we go. Now that's nice. That's good, clean fun. Perfect stuff. That's what we need. Lovely. To get a whole bra size, you need 3 measurements. Over bust, and under bust. Bust is the number by inches. 30-inch bust would be 30. Then you take the under and over bust, subtract one from the other, and get an inch difference. It's inches? Are people with breasts living in the 1940s? Inches. Said difference is the letter. 1 inch difference is an A or A cup. Okay, fine. You combine both measurements to get a bra size such as 30A. This will not stay in my head. Some places will do metric. I'm making this easier. Milking would be easy. They already have pumps designed for this. Yeah, like, I'm imagining cows. I don't know if the discrepancy is as huge as in humans, but I imagine cows are, like, more or less well endowed than each other. Like, you know, a cow is like, oh, I've got huge milkers. Brenda over there, her udders are tiny. What a bitch. I don't know, like, what a cow would say about that. When I first joined this community, I never understood why Banda told you off so much, but a few months in, I'm rooting for them isn't too much an exaggeration. Oh. Imperial bust. I don't believe in underwear. I always think Brenda attached to a beefier lady. Yeah! It's kind of a butcher name. I don't know why. Here, up here, we need the metal roof in a second, but this is all going fabulously. Oh, we don't need a window here. Hang on, what am I doing? Fucking decorating this window. Break this up. We'll put one of the little porthole windows, the reinforced ones, full of lead. Lead and asbestos in every one of these walls. These people are not having a good time. There, good, lovely. Perfect. Oh, it's so nice! And then we need, like I said, the little window. Jump, jump, jump. Did I duplicate it? Bye. What did I do? Oh, I'm not duplicating it, I'm copying. Duplicate. There we go. Put it right. I mean, we might need 2 just to keep it even. There we go. Look at that. That's perfect. It's all coming up Millhouse. I might get banisters that are like... Hang on, we need to also make these brushed... Brushed concrete? Where's the brushed concrete? I need brushed concrete. The stairs don't look right. They don't look miserable enough. Brushed concrete here. What was I talking about? I had something else to say about breasts, but it's left my mind. Oh, that was it. I want banisters. Like fences or banisters or whatever. Doors. Architectural fences. Here we go. Just like a metal banister. Like a horrible metal banister. Like this. There we go. This is looking so good. That's okay. You can leave it aside. No, we want this door gone as well. We can deal with that in a second. This is done? No, we need one more surface finish, which is the aluminium, or whatever this is. Is this steel? Cool metal sand-blasted steel. There we go. Get that adjusted. And then we need lighting. And then this hallway is done. We're nearly done. There's only a couple more rooms, I think. Imagine this is something you all... You know, imagine having to think about this constantly. It is so nice not having breasts or a vagina. Because... it... not to be rude, seems like a lot of fucking work. Like, the amount of, like, liquids and stuff that those things just produce occasionally. It's like, God, I'm so glad it's just a lot simpler. I don't need that hassle in my life. I can barely manage myself as it is. You're ignorant about both. I don't need to not be. I don't need this cupboard. I agree. It's like, what I've got is pretty set it and forget it. Not much you have to worry about there. Pretty nice. What's this little cubby here? Oh, it's the bathroom area. Okay, that's fine. A bully for you. Sorry. Okay, this is fine. That's good. Can I get one more here? I can. Oh, that's lovely. Good stuff. That looks a lot nicer now. Sell these lights, obviously. Get another door. Probably, like, even with this. I'm gonna need to break up this wall, of course, because nothing works. I'm stuck with my dramatic and useless to me appendages. Well, that's the thing as well. It's like, if you've got, like, a womb and, like, breasts and stuff, you know, all that nonsense. Like, and you don't want kids, for instance, then it's like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do with these? They don't do anything! Like, that sucks! I suppose you could say the same thing about testicles. And they're kind of they're not really annoying. Again, we discussed this earlier. Mine are very much set it and forget it. Like, I've never sat on mine. That can be an issue. It's all been fine. I don't want children, so my womb is redundant. Exactly. Alright, this is perfect. Look at how nice this looks. Let me get a light fixture. Not that it even works. Oh. Let's go up here and put this here. Just one will do, I think, if we can get it even. Like that. That's pretty much perfect. Publicly call the entire female population nonsense. If you've got a womb, you're silly. Woomos. Woomos doesn't sound nearly insulting enough. Get some metal ceilings in here. Just start producing all this. Then we can decorate at the end. That's grim lighting. It's lovely. Perfect. I think I might have asked this before. And again, this might be insane, and I mean it with no offense in the world. If you take testosterone, right? But you're bewombed, does it just sort of wither away in there? Or is it... does it keep on ticking? I don't really know how that works either. Does it just become like a vestigial thing and just kind of shrink down and, I don't know, disappear? This is the stream where we find Dreya just hates women. I'm entering my, in honor of Charlie Kirk, I'm entering my misogynist era. No, I have extra tea because I have a condition that causes it. Okay. You can ask the same of your common sense. Rude. Duplicate this as well. I'm aware I've attached everything to one light switch. The amount of fetish stuff you'll search on stream, search this up for yourself. Put that just above the door, maybe? Like here? And then one more over here. Like that. Yeah, that looks about right. There we go. Disgusting. Horrible. When mixed with a high level of lady hormones, it makes problems like insulin resistance. The human body's fucked. Just doesn't work. Start again. Oh yeah, the weird little cocktail we got running inside you. We fucked that one up, sorry. Now you're like allergic to yourself. Huh? I didn't want any of that. Sorry.
Hey.
Yeah?
Do you need this piece of paper as a personal progression planner?
No.
Why aren't you so...
I just forgot. Love
I
you.
got you carrots.
Thank you! Yippee! Carrots! I got carrots. I was saying to Emma last night that I was craving carrots because I wanted something to crunch. She bought me carrots. Humans are so fucking weird. Some of them are Hugh cows. Taco, can you hear that meowing? It's very loud. She's following Emma around, just sort of staring up at her going, meow. That's kind of what she does all day. You don't deserve carrots. I'm gonna have raw carrots, and it's gonna be delicious. Because I'm too lazy to roast them, which is my other preferred way of having carrots. I guess we just do this again. This surface finish. Lovely. Lots of asbestos in these bricks. We get IBS. Well, I'm so sorry. I find IBS so funny. Like, just like it's such a nerd disease. It's the same with lactose intolerance. I'm like, oh god. If you say you have IBS or lactose intolerance, I automatically picture you like Chucky from the Rugrats. And that's really rude, I'm aware. It's rude, it's too far. I do though. Return to primordial soup. I mean, people are probably happier. I have both. I automatically imagine that you have, like, glasses with tape in the middle there. Lola despises robots, but has said she'd take a robot body to sidestep all of this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I am very attached to having a sensation of touch. So, a robot body, it would have to be a good robot body. Like, I wouldn't love one. I'd rather a series of flesh homunculi. I think I talked about this bizarrely in a video. I have both. That I think I'd rather be, like, put into some sort of little empty body. Like, if you could just create some sort of shell body made of meats and then just port me in when mine gives out. That'd be alright. I wouldn't mind that. You could get to design it. I think I'd basically look like Hollow Knight. If I could choose. You could redesign yourself every, like, 60 or 70 years. It would be great. I'm sure there's a Twilight Zone episode about this. It sounds very Twilight Zone, what I'm describing. You know, you could just make them without brains. Vats of Dreya clones to download into. Like, I'd want to shake it up every so often. I think in general, the body type I would go for, though, is little guy. Like a Hollow Knight or a little kobold or something like that. Something nice. Alright, that's perfect. Let's get another door. Because we don't want to just break up this forever. There we go. Perfect. Yippee! Sell this. And then I guess we should have, again, one window in here is probably fine. If two of you woke up at once, would you fight? I've talked about this before, I'm sure, at some point, although it's probably been a while. If I had, like, a clone of myself that just appeared in front of me, there is no doubt in my mind, and this is somebody who does not find themselves attractive, there's no doubt in my mind that we'd try it. I mean, why not? Right? Like, you know. I mean, it's not the first thing you'd do. You'd be like, okay, well, let's figure out what happened first and then what we're doing. But, like, afterwards, you'd go, may as well see what it's like. I do, me too. Work your way down to this entirely normal outcome. I'm just saying, like, in this hypothetical scenario, you obviously would. I don't trust anybody who says they wouldn't. Again, I think I'm hideous, but I'd be like, well, what else are we gonna do? And you know that because it's me, like, it's another me, the other you would be thinking the same thing. They'd be like, okay, well, it's an opportunity, I suppose. Neither of us would be particularly enthusiastic, I think, but we'd both be like, we may as well. For science more than anything, I suppose. It's a unique experience. Buffalo Bill vibes. Nothing more erotic than sighing and eye rolling. Well, it's like, I'm not exactly my type. So, I mean, at the very least, one of us is gonna have to put on the maid outfit. We'd have to do rock, paper, scissors, I suppose. Ah, we'd both get in the maid outfit, it's fine. I could definitely see me and a clone having a threesome. Okay, yeah, I agree, I think. I think I'm the ugliest thing to ever breathe, but I would 100% give it a go. Exactly. I think it's a separate issue. Alright, now we just need to sell this. And metal up that ceiling, please. Where's the aluminium? I need more aluminium. Why is there so little aluminium on the floors? Tiles, sandblasted steel. There we go. Smooth sandblasted steel. Premium sandblasted steel. There we go. I think that's everything. This is already sandblasted steel. And then put a light in there. We can actually see. And I'm thinking this is like... This is the private quarters, this area. Of Klaus and Grunta. So this might be, you know, a little bit more opulent. They don't necessarily practice what they preach. So let's close that for now. This done? Nope, this is the last room I need to... Oh no, I need to do this as well. Oh, so much to do. Let me duplicate the lights because it's very dark. Like this. And this. That'll do. The world would become so much more insufferable with two Dreyas. Imagine having someone that agrees with you on everyone. No matter how many other people say and prove you wrong, you still think you're right. I think it could either drive you insane or drive you insane the other way. By which I mean you could either become completely narcissistic and insufferable, or so neurotic and self-doubting that you have a mental breakdown and take your own life. I think those are the only two options, really. So what if I didn't agree with myself? What would that say? Accusing the other of having never heard of odd niche things and accusing one another of being old. I mean, it would be old. I mean, nearly 30. Although I said I'm aging on YouTube and said I'm nearly 30 and somebody went, shut up, you child. So I'm not allowed to anymore. Oh, I love that mechanic. Wasn't there a Paul Rudd movie where he was cloned and the clone was like way better at everything? Maybe. I think I remember that coming out. I think it might have been a show. 30 will change you. I mean, possibly. I don't think so. I think I feel broadly the same as I did at like 20, for instance. In terms of physicality. Your poopers era is coming. Kill me. Surface finishes, tiles, we want that metal, please. Lovely. But I am very unfit, so I think that helps maintain some sort of stasis. As in, I was an incredibly unfit 20-year-old, and now I'm pretty much still the same level of unfit. Which means I should sort that shit out, really. There we go. Oh, this is going to take forever. Look, I have to do each one of these little individual tiles. That's miserable. These little corner pieces. 30 didn't seem too bad. 36 is hitting me hard this year. That's a ways off. Although, I don't know. In my head, I think, like, 36 is basically the same as 30. Is the same as 25. It's all just vague adult. And then you become middle-aged at around 45, maybe, in my head. And then you're middle-aged until you're, like, 65. Turning 35 kicked my ass. Oh. I've got a relatively old chat in comparison to quite a lot of Twitch. I should take their advice, I suppose. I don't know why. I don't know why my chat skews older. I think a lot of my friends have always been older than me. And Emma's older than me by a few years. Maybe I just give off a vibe that makes, like, older people want to come and scoop me up or something. I don't know. Let me sell off these. That's furnished. Lovely. This will be the communal bedroom. Wonderful. And then the bathroom is the last room to kind of surface, which is nice. Let me get a light in here. All the lights I've decided are controlled by the one switch, and that's fine. I don't need multiple switches. What do you need to turn the lights on independently for? You smuggling in contraband or something? Let's get you copied as well. Do the floor. And we need drains in here, probably. I was born in 96. Same. There's a gap between me and Nuki, but because I'm made up of old granny pieces, it works out okay. It's the same with Emma, but in the opposite direction. Where Emma is constantly physically falling apart, but is slightly older than me. Like, I've mentioned this on stream before. Emma had cataracts recently. Emma's like 33. Who has cataracts at that age? The games you play on YouTube probably draw in the crowd as well. That's true. Because I play a lot of ancient games. I get a lot of people saying, like, I remember this game from when I was a teenager. And I'm like, I wasn't born when this came out. Okay, I think that's everything, right? Looks about right. We done this? Yeah, that looks shiny and nice. Okay, time for concrete. Or raw stone, or whatever the fuck we're doing in here. I was also born in 96, and this morning I woke up with random back pain. Oh. I've had back pain once in my life. You know, it lasted a little while, not too long. And I did some stretches and it disappeared, but it has made me very cognizant of the fact that I don't want that ever again. Sometimes you rip into us in your scripts. I woke up like, yep, 30 soon. Lovely. And then here, I'll put a... do I want a window here? No, no window for this room. It's too opulent. This is the communal bathroom. Like, the bathroom downstairs is for meetings. This is where they go to, like, you know... You need to piss sometimes when you sleep, right? So you don't get a window in here. That's way too much. It's so... The shadows are so harsh in here, it's horrible. I once had back pain that paralysed me for 10 or 20 minutes, and my housemate at the time blanked the whole thing while I wiggled in agony and couldn't stand. It shaped my behaviour to him for years to come. That's pretty grim. Although, if I had a roommate or a partner or anything like that who woke up with back pain like that, I can't say I wouldn't laugh, but I would help then. It's like if Emma fell over or something, I've done similar. My baseline is constant unimaginable pain. How will I know? Cheat the system and be disabled. One time I fell from an attic and fell on my back. I was terrified for about 10 seconds. I could not feel my arm of legs. I thought I was going to be paralyzed forever. That is a nightmare. That's horrifying. Holy moly. Right, bathroom time. Let's try and get this done. We need a shower. Probably just a wall of showers. And then a couple of toilets. No privacy, obviously. But we need showers. So, give me bathroom fixtures, showers. And we can get ones that are just built into the wall. Here we go, like a prison. Just like this. Like a bank of showers. There we go, perfect. And then just like shower drains here. As good as it could possibly be. Maybe even what's it called? Like more metal tiling. Hang on. Copy style up here. That's a roof. Okay, not what I wanted. There we go. Put that here. Oh, it's perfect! Look how good it looks! Amazing! And then right here is the toilets. So we go down to bathroom fixtures. We get the bath, which is right here. 2 toilets. That's all you need, right? Right here. Right in the corners. There we go. Maybe even more? Maybe 4 toilets? There we go. And I suppose we don't need toilet paper or anything because they can just hop in the shower right away. And nobody gets to shave or anything. That's outlawed. Yeah, I think that's absolutely fine. I'll give them some sinks, whatever. But they're like really uncomfortable sinks. You have to get like real down in here to use the sinks. They're fucking nightmare sinks. They're in the dark and you have to crouch to use them. Oh, I love it. Okay, fantastic. There's the toilets. Done. In here is the communal bedroom. This is where the congregation sleep. This is not where Klaus and Grunta sleep, but it's where all the plebs go. So, we get bunk beds, probably. Some nicer bunk beds than the ones down... Like, otherwise they'd riot, because it's like, we're sleeping in the same beds as the you cows, are we? Where's the fun in that? I don't like how high this is. Maybe this is there. No. I wish this roof wasn't here. It's irritating. It's very annoying. These are small as well. Okay, fine. Maybe they get single beds. Maybe they don't have to bunk up. Camping cots. Oh! Yeah. The Hugh cows need to be pampered because they need, you know, they need to like produce the most milk, so they get like massages and stuff like that. The actual people who live here, they get the camping beds. Yes! Yes, it's perfect! Kicking your feet. Whee! I mean, I just love it when it comes together like this. Oh, so that's 10 people. We can do a little bit more. We can do like another 3 here, I think. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. It's so good. It's working. It's working. Okay, amazing. They don't get lights, obviously, or a light switch or anything like that. Maybe they get a single cabinet or shelf for, like a garage shelf for belongings. That would make sense to me. It's like, we need to keep belongings down, obviously. So like this. There we go. This is perfect. This is perfect. No windows. Maybe you get a window as a treat, actually. Give me one of these windows that's in here. As a treat, you get a single window like that. Oh, what are you complaining about? It's lovely in here. And you're all in for the lifestyle. It's fine. I feel like even if nobody was watching and you were offline, you'd make hostile sync arrangements in the dark and cackle to yourself for minutes straight. I mean, that's funny. Okay, I think the last thing we need to do, really, is tidy up a little bit. Maybe put some beans somewhere, but mainly it's make Klaus and Grunta's living quarters. So this is going to be, obviously... Nice coffee table? What's an opulent coffee table?
The Loredan. The Lorraine. Oh, that's a bit too big. The Lorraine.
That's nice. Perfect stuff. Maybe a bit further in like that. There we go. And then maybe dupe this as well. Just have it on the other side too. Like that. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Is that even? I think it needs to go like one more in. There we go. Ooh, very pretty. Then, like a nice carpet. Decorations. Where are the decorations? Floor decorations. Well, that is fucking disgusting. That is absolutely horrible. That's hard to look at. Oh! Ew. And then they need a bed, obviously. So, beds. What's their bed gonna be like?
The Tolar, or the Segovia.
The mixture. The fugger. That sounds German. They can have a fugger. Right there. Lovely. Yeah, that opens fine. Some nightstands as well. I think that's under small storage. Yeah. Small storage. Fugger, I hardly know her. Ben. A Corbico. A fugger. A matching nightstand. A fugger. There we go. Fugger there. Fugger there. We need some nice fancy lamps as well. Ich mochte mein Vater Papa Dreya. I don't know what that means, and I shouldn't have read it out. Obviously shouldn't have read it out. Let's go. Table lamps. That's a nice fancy one. These are kind of fancy. Oh, Grunta loves the little chibis, so we have to have the little chibis. My name is Klaus. I don't actually really like the little chibis, but I got them for Grunta because she likes them. And then you can have this little panda boy over here. There we go. Ah! Ah! Okay, it's fantastic. Maybe even a nice piece of art. We'll go... Yeah, this wall decor, like over here. That's pretty good. That's nice. Look at that. Wonderful. I mean, that's pretty nice. Maybe another carpet? Nobody's allowed in here in the congregation. Everybody's like, they're really, like, dedicated to the cause. And then... nobody sees what's behind the door. There we go, look at that. This should maybe be like here. Did it not go under there? Whatever. Good. And then they need wardrobes. That's the last thing. Wardrobes, medium storage maybe? Like some Kulsien. Lockers and wardrobes. Oh, look at that. It's so nice. Maybe put this like here instead. Yeah, that looks good. This looks really good. Sort of. Maybe not. The one mirror in the house can go here. Like a floor-length mirror. There we go. Look at that. It's perfect. And then in the bathroom, luxury shower and hot tub, I think. Hot tub. The nicest hot tub. Like that one. There we go. Look at that. Oh, it's lovely. And then what's the nicest shower you have? This thing, the huge Hanover. I don't even think it'll fit, actually. Maybe something slightly less opulent. The Baleno. Can that fit anywhere in here? No, not really. I mean, the hot tub's huge, so it takes up quite a bit of space. Maybe I can put the hot tub here instead and have this huge fucking shower here. You know, they need it for lovemaking. I want that shower. It's huge. This can go right here, maybe? Yeah, sure. And then, what else? I mean, they need a toilet. They need a toilet. And a bidet! They need a fancy toilet as well. What's the nicest toilet? Or the most disgusting? Yeah, like this thing. The Favara. That's rancid. So put that there. And then a bidet as well, please. Give me a nice bidet. Like right there. And then... what else? I would live in that shower all wrinkly. We need a sink probably as well, so floating sink Favera. It's maybe right there. It's a bit awkward. The shower is too fucking huge. Let's go anywhere else. Not really. Hang on, I can move. Can I move this anywhere out? Move this slightly this way, and I then put the hot tub here instead. I can! Okay, so you can just climb into the hot tub that way. That's absolutely fine then. So, sink goes here. That's fine. That's actually looking perfectly good. Give him like a little cabinet or something. Give him a nice little mirror or something like that. There we go. Like that. Good, so she can do her makeup or whatever. Nobody tell Lola I nearly set fire to the air fryer. And another disgusting carpet would be nice. Oh, it's disgusting. Look how horrible it is. Zebra print on porcelain makes me so sad. It's horrible. It's really bad. Then, I guess you do need some sort of, like, bathroom fixtures, right? Decorations. Accessories, that's it. Bathroom. Give them, like, a towel rack. Like here. Give them... This is the one place that has, like, a radiator, maybe. So I'll give them that. Give them some actual soap. Give them a hairbrush. Oh, Grunta always has the nicest hair, even though we live in this bunker. I wonder how she does it. She must just be naturally like that. Then... hair dryer? Sure, whatever. She can have a hair dryer. I never use a hair dryer. There's one behind me and I never use it. Hair straightener? Sure. All Grunta, all the time. A razor for Klaus. Can go there. Just came in from the other house ever come here. Hopefully he's been eviscerated by mutants. Ooh, this is very opulent. Maybe they have this one instead. There we go. Lovely. That's very nice. And they should have a television in here as well. TV Danny, a big boy television. It's kind of awkward. Where would this go? But, you know, it can go somewhere. Weirdly, they put it over the door. That might be the worst placement of any item I've ever put down in this game. That's absolutely fucking horrible. It's staying there. That's just what they like. Alright, fantastic. Oh, and actually, they need cameras. They need a camera tripod. Because this is where they do their broadcasts. So I'll put that up there. They do their special broadcasts. And they're gonna have a laptop as well, so they can post it on YouTube. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Amazing. I think we're pretty much done then. Like we can do the ending tour and then get out of here. So let's do it. I suppose let's get out. See what the outside's like. I think the outside is essentially untouched. Yeah, look at this. The outside. Okay, it's not entirely. There's a lot of bricked up walls. But it's mostly untouched. So you get invited over by Klaus and Grunta, and you're like, "Ooh, good, they're Germans. They're probably swingers." So we'll go in here. We're expecting like a fun, good time. Oh, their house is lovely. It's weird that they have lead-lined, bricked-up windows, but that's fine. It looks condemned. Let's go inside. Oh, it's quite dim in here. It doesn't look like this light is attached to anything. And there's a blinking camera there. And why does this look so, like, industrial? And then you walk in, and the doors click behind you, and suddenly you don't... These won't open anymore. Oh, that's weird. They must just be auto-locking. I'll ask them about it later. Oh. You see, like, 40 people here? No, it's probably only like 12. See about 12 people here, just silently watching Klaus giving one of his presentations. And you're led down to a chair. You sit in, and you're just like... You just sit here for a while. Then Klaus greets you and says, "Oh, can I get out of here?" Hang on. It's quite hard to get out. You notice one person stand up during it and go over behind the shame curtain. They don't even pull it down all the way. They just sit there. You try not to look, but you do look. You hear them wash their hands, they come back. This goes on for about 4 hours, where they just sit there silently, and then they clap at the end. And Klaus goes, "Oh, my new friend! You need to come over here, and we will show you around. This is your new place." And you go, "What do you mean, new place?" They go, "This is where you are now. This is where you live. Oh, it's going to be so lovely to have you around. I loved seeing you once at the supermarket. I thought, they're a person who knows what's up. I hope you enjoyed my presentation about how the government is going to steal all our organs." And then you get led in here. It's like, "Oh, this is the kitchen. Oh, all of the ice cream and delicious cheeses you could like. This is where we make all of our foods. We do not have oven. We do not have microwave. Those are all things for putting radioactive beams into your brains. So we will give you a special silver hat later. Don't worry. This is where we do our laundry. Up here is where you will be staying. In here is your bedroom with all your other new friends." And you have a little sleep. You can sleep until noon. Lovely. You even get a little special window. If you climb up on top of this cot, you can look out of the window and see all the people. But there won't be any people because the apocalypse is coming soon, in a matter of weeks or even days. So this will all be blasted, but these are full of asbestos and lead. So we are safe here. In here is where you will shower and clean up your messes. So you can, you know, have fun. Just get in the shower and relax. Do your business communally. There's no shame here. This is the motto of our place. This is where I live. Get out! Get out! Get out! Back downstairs. We show you how we make all of our food. We need to be self-sufficient after the apocalypse happens. After the government finally drops the bombs. We have an ingenious method of being self-sufficient. Welcome to the playroom. These are the milking stools. These are the drains for the milking stools. And here's all our fresh, unpasteurized raw milk. None of that government interference with pasteurization and antibiotics. Would you like a warm piece of fresh cheese? Yes, it is very warm. Oh, it's very gooey, isn't it? It melts in your mouth. Well, in here, meet our girls. It's the Hue Cow room. This is where they live. We make them nice and plump with this protein-rich plant matter.
You should get that off me there, look.
Okay. I was coming with Coke.
Well, you've been on for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm
4
ending
hours.
now.
That's right.
What have you done?
Oh, blame me. Blame
Well,
me.
you've sort of crushed this cap onto the
I
bottle.
haven't crushed the cap.
Okay, sorry. Have you gnawed this open?
No, I haven't.
Okay, fine. There, it's
Hold
open.
on.
What?
Put it back down. Move your yoke.
What yolk?
Okay, now take this off.
Take what off?
The red thing.
It wants me to take the whole cap off.
That's not a cap. That's just an annoying thing.
I don't know if I can.
Well, it's just
Just
annoying.
go away
It's
then.
annoying.
Leave me alone.
You're mean.
Anyway, where was I? This is where they fatten up, and this is where they sleep. They have nice plush beds so they don't get bed sores. And this is where the milk is stored. You'll notice there's 2 barrels. Well, it's because some of these are boy Hue cows and some of these are girl Hue cows. This is where they drink. And then one sort of waddles over going, "Meow," like laps at this, munches a few leaves, and then crawls back to bed. Oh, you may have noticed how they walk. We have hobbled them. They don't need elbows and knees. It's easier this way. They can't really get out, but they don't need to get out. They're happy here. Once every couple of weeks, we bring them out into the milking chamber, and they have a lovely time there. And then they get to fill us full of lovely yummies in our tummies. Anyway, that's the tour. You live here now. Let's sell this house. Let's see how much we can get for it. I've really improved this. This was just a boring suburban house. How do I sell a house? Hang on, I've forgotten. Sell house. This cost in total 245 grand, roughly. Cost 123 grand to renovate it. We did spend a lot on metal ceilings. Put up for auction, please. Hey! We can make nearly 200 grand on this nightmare. Cool. And you have a face mask and impenetrable glasses. You are exactly who we want in charge of this building. You can live with Klaus and Grunta as their special friend up in their bedroom. Sell. Confirm. Oh! Feels so good. Continue. If we have deal. Oh yeah, there's photos, I forgot. Oh, look how nice it looks now. It doesn't look suspicious or weird now. Look, it looks so endearing and friendly. Nothing weird going on. Yeah, you're showing a lot of the outside. It's all grim. You don't need to go over it anymore. There we go. Boring bedroom to master bedroom. That's what we want. Horrible living room to education room. Disgusting children's bedroom to camp. Disgusting children's room to camp. Horrible, outdated kitchen to food preparation unit. There we go, lovely. It didn't even want to go near the Hue Cow room. Save photos. We can't in good conscience take photos of the Hue Cow room. And that's it. That's where I guess we end today. Another successful house flipper. I'm worth 7.5 million up in the top right there. And now we're back to my lovely house. Oh, this is such a nice house. How nice this house is. God, if I could live I would so love to live here. It's one bedroom. This huge house, and I put one bedroom in it. Look how nice this looks. It's like my ideal bedroom. Nice and simple and tasteful. Look at this open plan wonderland here. Look at all this. Oh, God, I'd love it. I've dimmed the light since last time as well, so it's less glaring. Look at this TV setup. Now the purple mixed with red. I like both of those colours. I should probably just keep it red. Out here, I mean, the grounds are lovely, and being right in the woods like this. Look how pretty it is. I had such beef with this when I watched the build on YT. Just nothing in it, not this wasteland of a nightmare house. It's so lovely, it's my perfect house. I mean, look at this. Up here, just one standing still on the roof for hours. It'd be amazing. My perfect bedroom. I mean, this bathroom. Oh, look at that bathroom. It's ideal. Look at the bathroom. There's barely anything in it, and it's so plain and minimal. Oh, I love it so much. Bedroom just makes me feel happy feelings. I love it. At we can say you want for little. Why red rugs in a purple room? More tapestries, more oak paneling, and big comfy furniture. Oh, it's so nice. I think the red and purple is nice. I'm famously bad at colour theory. Wasteland of a nightmare house is a good way of putting it, though. I mean, look, I even have like an office nook. What more do you need than an office nook? I'm just looking out here at the trees. It's the best of both worlds, because you get to live in a raggedy forest, but also everything's like glass and panels. Vimto room. The only experience I've ever had with Vimto is seeing a Vimto cheesecake for sale in Iceland. Other than that, I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's a drink. Can I turn on this television? Is this about Ayla Mouse? I think it's about Ayla Mouse. Alright, whatever. I love this place. Anyway, let's close that up. Let's save. I mean, the other one, I have the other house. I own two houses. The one you start in and the one I bought in harmony with nature is this one. This is the one I started in, and I gutted it and made it something else. Like, it was this horrible, like, you know, cozy house. It was like a cozy, nice family house, which is disgusting to me. What does it look like now? Oh, that's a bit better. See, this is a nice middle ground. I feel like this is a lot of warm colours and wooden doors and shit, but it's not as cluttered and nightmarish as some others. What's in here? Yeah, weird toilet. Garage, which looks like it can fit nothing. Laundry room. What's upstairs? Oh, that's a nice painting. I like it. That's the one I'm in now. I just started, though. I think this is your childhood bedroom in the lore, but I've tidied it up massively because it looked disgusting. In here is the bedroom I'd like more. I think I'd like this nice, neat... I like the earth tones. I'd probably get rid of this shit, but like... This is kind of nice. A nice bathroom. I hate the tiles. Are these herringbone? I don't like this tile system. Little cluttered and busy, but fine. Office. Okay, I've made this into like a streamer room basically, which is very grim. And that's kind of it, I think. I think that's everything in this house. So let's go. I'm gonna go to the main menu and quit the game now. Thank you for watching, everybody. What time is it? Oh my god, I've been live for too long. That's what time it is. Too fucking long. That's the last Google search. Thank God it wasn't on the Hugh Cows thing again. Do larger breasts make more milk? Do you produce more milk with bigger boobs? Right. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be live again tomorrow with Emma, probably, to play more of that horrible Darren game. What's it called? Black Mirror 2. So look forward to that, I suppose. In the meantime, go watch me on YouTube. There'll be a new video at the weekend, and that's kind of all I have to plug. Go to !links if you want to find me in other places like Discord and Blue Sky and Letterboxd and stuff like that. Thank you for streaming, ?